Morning Juice. Sports, insight, and great storytelling. Starring Bobby Carpenter and Jeff Tito Thitoff. It's time to attack and dominate.
And that's the plan. Attack and dominate here on a Thursday. Tito, Bobby, Bodie. Thanks for tuning in. Big show lined up today. Albert Breer coming up later on this hour. 6:40. We'll have him on. Bobby, we can... I'm trying to think how you want to do this today, Bob. By the way, good morning, my friend.
Oh, great morning. There we go.
So...
There we go.
Do you want... We can do the two ways we can do this. Show prep. We can discuss what happened now and then go long in this date in history, or we can go long in this date. What we always do, this date in history. We'll go long there and then talk about it in the next segment. How do you want to do this?
Yeah, let's do it next. I mean, you give them here's the thing, that if you want to give them a little taste,
okay,
a little appetizer of what it is.
All right.
Survived. I'm here. We did go over the unlikely event we had to deploy our chute. Well, I think people would have known in Central Ohio. They would have known in Central Ohio if there would have been a F-18 crash into the ground.
I think you're right. No, when I saw your video, your post videos, when I knew it was like, oh my gosh, she's alive.
I was alive, but there was also a plane behind me, so that knows I didn't get the bonus ride, which is the parachute ride at the end. So that didn't happen. But it was a good time. Fairly intense, but a good time nonetheless. Really enjoyed it. Great folks there. Crew Chief Cody did a great job.
Stop. Don't give it away now.
Listen, Thitoff.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm
go
not
ahead.
giving it away.
I know. You're right. Go ahead. Give it away. I got it. Go ahead. You're right. I'm sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
Crew Chief Cody did a great job. He comes in. He's the Rio in the back and sets everything up. And I take his seat. And then rode with Major Scott, call sign Goldilocks.
I saw Goldilocks, yes.
Well, his last name is Locks. And when he said it was call sign, he's
kind of a tough break on
They
that
called
one,
him Goldie.
like.
I think he liked it. I was waiting for him to pop his helmet off and have like bright blonde hair. And then I was like, where'd the Goldie come from? He's like, Locks. And I'm like, there you go.
All right.
I don't think there's anything that like good or bad about it. I just think that's what it is. Like you lean into it. John? And it was a lot of fun, man. I rode second, so there was an anticipation. A lot of folks, fan of the show out there, coming over. Some of the Air Force that was on the other side came over, got a patch from those guys. Give you a nice plaque at the end, and
you got a plaque?
It was like a big picture, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, they all sign it and everything. It's pretty cool. It was an awesome time. AG had to do it twice. Maybe I'll.
I say once a lifetime for some people,
well,
twice a lifetime.
Well, AG had to do it twice. The Thunderbirds, which I wouldn't be against.
I want you to do 3. I want you to beat AJ. Do you have that competitive juice in you where you want to I want to do it 3 times?
I'll tell you this, man. It was if I could get better at it, I would just need to do it more. But it's.
Did you shoot down any other planes?
We did not. They have the weapon system disengaged.
Disabled?
Yeah, there are no missiles.
There was nothing in front of you could shoot somebody?
I had the 2 sticks like they have in Maverick, like the little deal
but
where
you
they're
couldn't
moving
shoot
around.
Anybody.
There's no missiles on it.
Yeah.
Nice they use that to store their luggage. The dudes come through there and underneath, they're pulling out their luggage.
I'm not saying. Look, I didn't want you to shoot anybody, but I wanted you to have the option though. If you
they said you had room for a carry on.
Right there you go.
They pulled out like 8 bags out of the bag.
Would I be a carry on?
What would have happened if you were up there, Bob, and Red Dawn just started happening?
Great point. What happens, Bob? You're out there, you're flying around with them, you're already up in the air, and all of a sudden it's like there's an attack on Columbus. What happens then?
Well, attacked by who?
I don't care.
Who attacked in Red Dawn? Was it
Indiana.
The Koreans?
Fort Wayne comes after us.
Fort Wayne. Here's the thing. No one, after talking to Major Locks, not worried about anything to the east. He's like, any of our worries. Tyler asked a great question.
Tyler
Oliver Hard.
Really? He asked you a great question.
He asked a great question too.
Tyler's a smart guy.
Because his brother-in-law is in the Army.
Okay.
And he asked, where is the most of our naval? Because
Alaska.
Locks is the Blue Angels are with the Navy. He goes, where is most of our naval fleet deployed?
Is it Alaska?
He goes, can you just not?
Yes, I know. Go ahead. I want to be sure I got it right, though. Did I get it right?
No.
Oh.
It's not. Listen, it wasn't that. There's some partial rightness to your answer, but that's not it at all. Alaska. And he goes, none of our good stuff's over in the Atlantic. He goes, our F-18s and F-22s can take care of everything they need to take care of over there with Russia, Ukraine, Iran, all that stuff. He goes, all of our best stuff's over in the over on the Pacific, South China Sea, probably some in Alaska, Thitoff.
Right.
But it's all over there. He goes, that's where we need our 5th gen, our F-35s, everything ready to go. He goes, that's where the real threat is.
I can't wait till next segment to hear more about this.
It'll be good.
Diamondbacks beat the Guardians 3-2 last night. Also, the Reds, or yesterday afternoon, sorry, that one. Reds fell to the Angels 2-1 last night. Loss for the Reds there as they're still trying to get into the NL wild card. Also, Steelers Carolina play tonight at 7 o'clock. New England's at the Giants at 8 o'clock. Reds in Arizona tonight at 9:40. Guards in Texas at 8:05.
Those 2 games are tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. You're right. They're off today. You're right. It's Friday. Yep. They're off. They're off today. They play on Friday. God, Bodie, I can't wait to tell people how you saved me earlier also. We'll do that, though, when we go to What's Got You Juice. Right now, though, let's do Today in History.
Time to get smarter. Morning Juice presents Today in History. Here's your professor, Bobby Carpenter.
Let's get smarter. Take it away, General.
Oh, boy. It is Thursday, August 21st, the 233rd day of the year, 132 remaining in this 20.
God, it's gone by fast.
Said tomorrow will be a month away from being inside of 100 days, Bodie. How's that taste?
1 day, 1 life.
1 day, 1 life. Hey, means Christmas is around the corner. Holidays are here. Better start doing that shopping, buddy. Get it locked in.
Timmy Hall thinks Christmas is already over.
He does. He's already disappointed. College football season's done.
Yeah.
As soon as it starts, it means it's. Don't be happy because you
Basically
had
over.
He's not. Don't be sad because you lost it. Be happy because you had it. He's be sad because once it begins, it's already ending.
Look,
every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Is what he told me.
When I was younger, it was it's Christmas season. No, right now it's football season starting up here, and then Christmas is part of football season.
My wife wanted to put up Halloween decorations already. I go, we're not. I give.
There is
There is Halloween candy out in the store.
You can do that
already.
now. I think Bob. Halloween's okay.
No,
it's way too early for that.
No, it's not.
October.
Fit off. October 1st. That's it. We're not going to get into this debate again. And you don't put up Christmas stuff before Thanksgiving. I'm not going to have any other Travis Shamockery nonsense going on in the show. We're not going to encroach on other holidays. We haven't even had Labor Day yet, dude.
What? Okay, put your Labor Day decorations out then, Bob.
Halloween is a fall holiday.
It's fall.
Coach,
and when you put it up on the
what
first.
day is the first day of fall?
Don't tell me about facts.
What day is the first day of fall?
Don't get me on facts.
No,
I'm telling you. What's the first
here.
day of fall? This Saturday.
No,
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It is
yes,
September
it is.
21st, 22nd, or 23rd, depending on the year.
It is Saturday.
Nope, that's not how it works.
Actually, it's Friday. It's Friday. High school football starts.
We spin around the world. The Earth moves in and out. It's an elliptical.
It's flat.
Elliptical. Okay. Sure, Kyrie. This date, 1803, an F5 tornado hits Rochester, Minnesota. Lots of destruction, but that does lead to the creation of one of the fine hospitals in the United States, the Mayo Clinic.
Really? That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Did you know where the Mayo Clinic was before I just said it?
Yeah, I knew. Yeah.
In Rochester?
Rochester, and also, there's one in Cleveland also. There's like a
Broadway game up in Rochester.
Yeah. I think that was Rochester, New York. This is Rochester, Minnesota.
Different one. The other
This
Rochester.
date, 1888, the first successful, quote, adding machine is patented in the U.S. by William Seward Burroughs. And I'll call that the
Joe's
calculator.
dad.
It was
Rain Man.
Joe's grandpa, I
Grandpa,
think.
yeah.
This date, 1911. It's actually spelled Roughs, but it does have the S on the end for Schlegel, so he would have been.
Yes.
I think it was good. This date, 1911, the Mona Lisa is stolen from the Louvre. Obviously, it was caught and put back.
She's not that cute.
I never said she was.
I'm not saying you did. I'm saying people are like, let's get a.
I don't think there's ever anyone that said the Mona Lisa is an attractive painting. They say it's
back then they did because somebody said, you know what, you're so pretty, I want to paint you. I don't think anyone's ever said, hey, you know what, you are ugly,
I
want to paint you.
Get into this, man.
Bobby, no one's doing a painting of me.
There's a lot of reasons for that.
I understand that, but like no one's going to do a
Do
painting.
you understand what the intrigue of the Mona Lisa is?
She looks very homely.
It's the fact that it's like always looking in the.
You can do it at the pretty woman too. I would have Pam Anderson, a young Pam Anderson, younger.
This date, 1931, Babe Ruth hits his 600th career home run. 1932, Wes Ferrell is the first pitcher to win 20 games in his first 4 seasons in the major league. 1959, Eisenhower signs an executive order making Hawaii the 50th state. And then in 1961, Mr. Postman is released by the Marvelettes.
Oh, help if I turn
sound
on the
on that
dad
one.
here. Here
I
we
need
go.
somebody help.
Oh, yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, hey, 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 Mr. Postman. Whoa, yeah.
That's a timeless classic. When that thing starts up, it's a song that I
That's
could
pretty
listen to all the
catchy,
time.
yeah.
It is her voice is tremendous too. This date, 1965, Out of Our Heads by the Rolling Stones. It's number one album in the U.S. And I try.
And I try.
And I
Did you ever
try.
hear the Devo version of that?
How about that?
Devo did a remake of it in the early 80s.
There we go. This date, 1970 or 1965 as well, released by Lovin' Spoonful. Do you believe in magic?
Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart? How the music can free her whenever it starts, and it's magic. If the music is groovy and makes you feel happy.
There you go. That used to be the McDonald's theme song, Bodie.
Did
You'd
it?
have all the little Ronald and Grimace and all the little guys, the Hamburglar dancing around.
Do you believe in magic and heart attacks?
And well, that's both.
Hamburger.
Heart attack in a bat, heart attack in a sack. There you go. The Hamburglar.
They were making it a big deal to have a guy who steals stuff.
Well, he was kind of excommunicated from the group. Thitoff.
I know he was.
It's like Oscar the Grouch. He lived in a trash can.
Okay, there's your poll question right there, Bodie. Who's worse, Hamburger or Oscar the Grouch?
I did watch the first 2 episodes of the Chappelle Show last night.
The first 2?
Yeah, they're all on Netflix. I didn't realize that. It just kind of popped up on something you might like. And you know what?
Was it?
They knew what I liked.
Was
Clayton Bigsby?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
My kids were walking around in there. They weren't paying attention.
Yes.
It was so amazing. Gosh, I was like, this is...
The Clayton Bigsby skit is a phenomenal job by Chappelle.
It's really good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great stuff in it. I mean, it is a banger.
I love the end of it, too.
Oh, yeah.
The very ending when they talked about what happened, that's outstanding.
Yes. This date, 1976, Elvis surpasses 400 million in album sales. Pretty big. And then this date, 1987, 38 years ago, someone tried to put Baby in a corner.
Nobody puts Baby in a corner.
Oh, that's amazing. That's great.
Now I had the time of my life. No, I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear it's a truth.
And I owe it all to you. Oh, good one. I don't know if it's quite as good as this, though. It's amazing that this is this old. 34 years ago today, in 1991, we were all introduced to Pearl Jam as they released their album 10.
The music stopped, Bodie. Is that me or you?
That would be you, Tito.
I didn't do anything.
Just replay. We'll rerun it.
It's going to start with the opening, though.
I know.
Okay.
I'm aware.
You got it. All right, go ahead, Bob.
We're all good. It's fine. And then this day, 2000, Tiger Woods wins the 82nd PGA Tournament Championship. First golfer since Ben Hogan to win 3 majors in a single calendar year.
Tiger Woods for his birdie.
Oh, he's running after it. He ran after it. He got there before the ball did. I don't believe it. How about that? I've never seen him do that. Here we go. Now watch it. Right there. I got it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it.
The birdie gave Woods the lead for good. And after 2 more pars, he had set a new PGA Championship scoring record at 18 under par.
He has taken the torch, and he's running with it.
This is probably one of the greatest duels I've ever had in my life. I've had a few, And, Bob, hats off to Bob because he plays hard out.
Old Tiger. Gosh, that was 25 years ago.
It's amazing.
Quarter century, Thitoff.
God, he had such a great run. He was so fun to watch.
Some birthdays today. Yeah. Jack Buck, the legendary broadcaster, St. Louis Cardinals, father of Joe. Born on this date, 1924, would be 101 today, passed away in 2002. Mr. 10,000, Wilt Chamberlain, born on this date, 1936.
Well, we got to talk about this.
Yeah.
You made a statement, and his statement's going to follow you around for a while. That you that you slept with 20,000 women. You made that statement. Now, and I got to say that's the kind of thing that you say, and then people bring it up later on.
Right.
All right, but.
But on the serious side of that, though, just so women don't think me of being really whatever, the number was to make a statement about something, and it was not ever to belittle the ladies that I've known and make them just another number. But the idea was to say that, sex really rules the world. And that, for men who think that having 1,000 different women is really cool, I have found out. But you have to first find out that having one woman 1,000 different times is what's really happening.
The math.
He found that out on the 20,000th.
What do you think the number is for him? Do you think we know it's not
20,000? It's not 20,000.
Is it 20? Okay, I thought it was 10. It's 20?
Do you think that 10 is accurate?
We did. I mean, that's 10,000 days. So you start doing the math
not 10,000.
on years.
No, it's not 10,000 days.
Well, okay.
It could be 8,400 days.
I understand that.
Okay.
I get what you're telling.
Yes.
I'm not sure the math adds up quite that high.
I'm just saying, if it's 10,000 women.
The number was 20. I always thought I must have blown that. It's 20,000.
Well, somebody blew it, but yeah, it's 20,000.
Okay, that's 54 and a half years on a one-a-day basis.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so even if you, Coach, there's a lot of days. There's a lot of things going on.
I understand.
There's travel days. There's all. I mean.
Hey, by the way, there's just days where it's like, you know what, I'm good. Right?
Apparently not if you're him.
Okay.
Well, you're not Wilt Chamberlain.
I know I'm not.
Just keep that in mind.
That's fine. I'm just saying, though, I bet it's closer to 10,000, but 10,000 I think might be, for him, might be doable. No,
literally.
Pun intended. No,
there you go.
No.
Born on this date, 1938. You're too drunk to taste this chicken, Mr. Kenny Rogers.
You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up,
old Kenny Rogers,
know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting
when the dealing's done.
When the dealing's done.
What a banger!
That's a great song.
It really is. Do you like the show?
The Gambler?
Yeah.
But anyway, there is a Muppet skit with him singing that song with Muppets.
There is.
That was fantastic.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff singing. I mean, Johnny Cash sang with the Muppets, for heaven's sake.
I know. There was a lot of people, yeah.
Hey, I know you'll be excited about this, Thitoff, because this is some
Is it
Buckeye.
a predator or a communist?
Neither.
Okay. Wow.
I think he's a fine human being.
Let's hear it.
Probably one of the finest, probably since Lincoln. Turning 71 today, graduating from Eastmore High School. Mr. Two-time Heisman Trophy winner, Archie Griffin.
After a week off, the Buckeyes returned to action on September 30, 1972, hosting North Carolina. Coach Hayes gave Griffin a second chance. Number 45 would not need a third. Playing as a true freshman in only his second game, Griffin bobbed and weaved for 239 yards against the Tar Heels, setting an Ohio State single-game rushing record.
I always say that was a miracle for me to even get in that football game, because that truly was the springboard to my career.
There has to come opportunity, and when opportunity comes, you have to seize it. Second game against North Carolina, Archie Griffin goes into the game. 239 yards later, the legend has already got its first chapter.
There you go. Happy birthday to Archie.
By the way, Archie, a better person than he was a football player.
Yeah, great human being.
Yes.
You wanted to try to paint him as a communist or whatever the other option was.
I wasn't going. I thought you were, but that's not me.
I just said, by way of Eastmore to Ohio State.
That happens on Twitter.
If you want to reach out to Thitoff outside of the chat,
that happens on Twitter.
Steve Smith, not the basketball player, not the football player, but the drummer for Journey, turning 71 today. was listening to something. Was that on here yesterday where we were?
Yeah, we played some yesterday. It was the backdrop of the Ricky Bobby thing.
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
That's what it was. Yes.
Gosh, Ashley Adams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amy Adams.
Amy Adams. Sorry.
Either one. Tomato,
Ashley's
tomato.
sister. Something about an ice storm. Something about
awesome.
diamonds and ice storms. Absolutely.
He was the drummer. Steve Smith was the drummer for Journey.
That was the gentleman's name.
Go back there and watch. What was the song? Separate Ways.
Worlds Apart, Separate Ways.
Yes, that's a fantastic video.
It's amazing.
You can see the drummer doing his thing.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Sometimes without any drumsticks or drums, because they have like that thing where they act like they're playing the guitar.
Yeah.
They're instruments, but they're not. Because there's no instruments. Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah.
You love it. Also born on this date, turning 66, Mr. Jim McMahon.
McMahon was just a rebel, man. Quarterbacks at that time were pretty. They were pretty, they were respectable, and then comes this guy out of BYU who has a mohawk.
You knew there was going to be a bud in his hand seconds after the game finished.
I have a good time. Thursday nights, usually I'll go out with the linemen and have a few drinks, and Sunday after a game, but other than that, I really don't drink a lot.
He would override Ditka's calls, and Ditka would throw his clipboard down, and then his clipboard would knock his headphones off. He was so angry at McMahon for flagging down the run play.
I came off the field, Mike started yelling, "What did you call?" I said, "Hey, I called the screen pass." He said, "Why'd you throw it to Willie?" I said, "Because he was open." What are you bitching at? We just scored,
Maybe I do it differently than other people. Maybe that's why they think I'm nuts. Come on, butthead! Good-natured humor among the fellas. That's what we enjoy.
He's amazing. They actually showed him a little bit. I'm watching the Jerry Jones. Have you started that? The Cowboys?
Yeah, I'm 2 episodes deep.
I watched 2 last night.
You said it was pretty good.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it in a minute. Singer-rapper Khalees turning 46. Brody Jenner, son of Bruce. Caitlyn Jenner, turning 42 today.
He's the son of Bruce, right? Because
that's who
he
his
was
dad
Bruce
was.
when it happened. Yeah,
I guess we'll say that. Also on the OC, Usain Bolt turning 39 today, the former fastest man of all time.
The 3 fastest men of all time. Former world record holder Asafa Powell, American record holder, defending world champion Tyson Gay. World record holder and Olympic champion Usain Bolt. All racing for the gold medal in the footsteps of Jesse Owens.
Usain Bolt has the least to fix based on his first 3 rounds. The gentlemen to his right have to summon something great to be able to compete with Usain Bolt tonight.
Set. There's the start, and Bolt got a good one, and Gay's right with him, and so is Asafa Powell. Bailey's there too, but here's Bolt. Bolt charging to the front. Gay's coming, but can't catch him. Usain Bolt, look at the time, 9.58, world record.
I told you, Tom Hammond, we were going to see a 9.5 tonight. The wind is okay. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, it is into a headwind.
That was pretty impressive. Fastest man, 8 gold medals.
The headwind thing, always I don't think of that how much that affects. But
you're running that fast, it matters.
Yeah, I know. I'd say like for me, I can't possibly imagine how it affects that, but I get it now. Yeah.
You also can't imagine what it'd be like to be that fast either. Thitoff.
Close.
This date, born turning 37 today, country star Casey Musgraves.
Just follow your arrow wherever it points out. Follow your arrow wherever it points.
Is that your favorite Casey Musgraves song, Bodes?
I don't really know a lot of her music, to be honest with you.
Yes.
I'm familiar with her. And when I don't know somebody's music too well, I just go to YouTube, go to their channel, click most popular, and that was the one that popped up.
There you go. Mike Evans, future Hall of Fame wide receiver.
Yes.
I mean, he broke Jerry Rice's consecutive 1,000-yard season record.
He's tied it. I think
he tied it with 11.
This year he could break it. Yes, this year he could break it.
I mean, tying any of Jerry Rice's career records is.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit like my guy or your guy, Thitoff, the Russian.
Which Russian is it? 'Cause I like a few of them. Sharapova is one of them.
Capitals. I can't.
Yeah, Alex Ovechkin.
Ovi breaking Gretzky's a record that nobody thought would be touched.
Yep.
I mean, that's pretty crazy. And then passing away on this date, 1940. Speaking of Russians, assassinated, I believe, in Mexico after he was banned from the Soviet Union. One of Shark's all-time favorites. He's third on Thitoff's list, Mr. Leon Trotsky. Your thoughts, Thitoff?
Look, I don't. How
are you going to mourn him today?
What did Trotsky do? All those guys, I just think, I can't tell you anything that one of them did.
Well, Stalin, they helped institute communism into Russia.
Stalin. I'm saying
Stalin had him murdered.
Okay, in history, though, I look at it, though, it's like, you tell me Trotsky, I don't know, I can't, Trotsky, where did he come into the whole group, the procession of how it goes?
Well, he never ruled anything. He was just part of helping them set everything up.
You got me.
And then you had to eliminate your enemies if you're Stalin.
Yes.
1940. Dunzo. Some holidays and observances today. It is Brazilian Blowout Day. How about that? National World Goat Day, World Daffodil Day, and Poets Day. And those are your historical events, your birthdays, your passings, your holidays, observances for this date, Thursday, August 21st, the 233rd day of the year, 132 days remaining in this 2025.
Well done, as always.
Exhausting.
General. Exhausting?
Yeah.
Because I interrupted you?
So many times.
All right. Coming up next, we're going to hear about Carp's day yesterday, flying with the Angels. We'll do that next. Morning Juice.
Around the world, Children International and friends like you are giving children in poverty a chance to grow and thrive, to be healthy, to succeed in school, and achieve great things. How do we do it? In the best way possible, by helping ensure access to healthcare, nutrition, and educational opportunities. And most importantly, by empowering youths and their families to get out of poverty and into employment through life skills, computer, and job training. The very tools they need to break the cycle of poverty and build futures full of promise. Because every child deserves a chance to realize their full and best potential. Learn more about how Children International is empowering children and families by going to children.org today. That's children.org.
I'm Shanola Hampton. Every day, millions of people face hunger. Today, I will share with you some of their experiences. I'm stuck between paying for medications or paying for food. John from Maine. After paying my bills, I can buy groceries. It's sad to say, food comes last. Alice from Oregon. I thought pantries were for less fortunate people, but anybody could be less fortunate in a day or even a second. Claire from Virginia. The Feeding America network of food banks helps provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year. No one should have to worry where their next meal will come from. Together, we can end hunger. Learn more at feedingamerica.org.
We are the keepers of the wild, America's original and most invested conservationists. For more than 80 years, we've been committed to conserving wildlife and the natural landscapes that define our nation. From rugged alpine ridgelines to peaceful tall grass prairies, we've supported the conservation of more than 36 million acres of American wildlands. Our funding has led to cleaner water, fresher air, and improved wildlife habitat. From abundant fish and waterfowl populations to robust deer and elk herds, nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters, stewards of the American outdoors.
America's hunters and target shooters, along with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers, have invested more than $46 billion to help state fish and wildlife agencies manage and protect wildlife and wildlands across America. For more information, visit outdoorstewards.org.
If you're looking for the inside scoop on the Buckeyes, you've come to the right place. This is Morning Juice.
All right, Morning Juice, Tito, Bobby, Bodie. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to all the chatters, too, Bob. We're 126 strong right now.
Do you need a bank that truly values local business in this town and the opportunity to work alongside them as partners? Whether you're a small business or a large operation, Riverside Bank of Dublin, they've got the right tools for the job. Riverside Bank of Dublin has the experience of working right here in Central Ohio. They understand the business climate in our area and will help you reach your goals. Whether you need an SBA loan to get your business off the ground, a line of credit to keep your business running smoothly, or even equipment financing to get your business up to scale, Riverside Bank will tailor a solution to fit your needs. Visit them at riverside.bank or stop in to get to know them in person at 6300 France Road. Riverside Bank of Dublin, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
So, Bobby, yesterday...
Seems so far away.
It does. The experience for you. And by the way, I know there'll be video coming, more video and things like that. I saw some of it, though, yesterday. I didn't see the...
You haven't seen the cockpit cam.
Has that been out yet or not? Is that out there?
No.
Okay.
Tyler's the only one that's seen it.
Okay. I can't wait to see
Don't
that.
watch me throwing up in a bag or dry heaving.
You didn't throw up. You dry heaved, right?
Well, there wasn't really anything to throw up. All I did was drink water all day. No, one of the guys, Cody, the crew chief, tried to give me a Nutri-Grain bar before I went up. I'm like, nope. And he's like, yeah, you'll be fine. I'm like, listen, maybe I will, maybe I won't, but I'm not going to have that in my stomach when we go up. So, yeah, we get that second. So they have a list of maneuvers they take you through.
Okay. Did you know ahead of time they briefed you on that or not?
Well, they talk you through them. They're like, all right, we're going to ease into this. The thing is, they do a takeoff, which it's crazy. I mean, you think how long it takes, like a passenger jet to get off the ground, even like a private jet they're faster. Dude, this thing, we were off the ground. I go, what's the shortest distance you could get off this thing without a catapult? He goes, probably about 1,500 feet.
Wow.
And it seemed like we were off the ground. He's like 50, 100, 150, 200 off the ground. Like, I mean, it was like that fast.
Wow.
And then we were just hovering above the runway.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes, we're going to do a pop-up like they do in Top Gun.
Yeah.
Where we go like 45, 50 degree nose up. And I mean, not like crazy 90, but 45, 50 degree nose up, like 6.5 Gs. Just a quick one right off, like 6 Gs right off the bat. Just, oh, there we go. There we go. And he's like, it's just quick. We just do it to get some elevation quickly. But that was wild. Then they take you through a series of turns. Sorry, this one's going to be 2 Gs. It's 2.
Right.
And I have this screen in front of me. I took a picture in there. I think I could probably tweet that out. I mean, it's an F-18. It's not like it's an F-35. But it's cool. I mean, the screens look like what they have in Top Gun, man. It's like got a little green screen. I've got a map in the middle. I've got our altitude, wind, force, Gs, knots, all these different things. Looking at all this stuff on the different screens. So I could see the Gs that we're doing. So all right, we're going to like 2.5, which felt about like a pretty steep roller coaster. Like when you get to the bottom of a roller coaster and you barrel out, like that's kind of what those Gs felt like. And then it's like we kept amping that up. And the point where like they tell you to keep the blood from leaving your head, you have to squeeze your legs, kind of like you're doing a squat. They say like, feel like there's a medicine ball. Oh, yeah, my legs are sore. My calves started cramping by the end. To press blood. And what's interesting, we were talking about it in the briefing beforehand. He goes, you'll start to feel it because he's ridden. All these guys have done it. And he was like, you'll feel like it closing in. I go, and like in the movie, like in Maverick, he goes, it's pretty accurate, except it kind of starts to go gray first, and then you feel like the darkness coming for you. I'm dead serious.
Talk to me, Goose.
He's talking to you the whole time. He's like, breathe. They say like K's in, H's out. It's like, and like that's how they want you to breathe. Like hold it.
K's in. What they say? K's in.
K's out, H's in. So, and like they want you to hold it.
Yep.
I didn't do the breathing quite as much. I was like, I can just probably drive through this with my legs.
Right.
But it's like lock your core. I mean, my butt and back were killing me afterwards because the seat is so wildly uncomfortable. I flew in it for an hour.
It was an hour flight?
Yeah, about an hour.
Really?
I mean, they flew this thing to Hawaii because it's 6 hours. I'm like, dude, this is not like sitting.
How did they Do they build up an endurance for
So I asked
it?
him, how do they find out if you can do this?
Yeah,
Right.
because
He goes, you have to go, they put you in a centrifuge.
which is
Yeah.
Spinning in
okay.
circles. And they have to, how long? I mean, I'm sure they hit like 7, 8, 9 Gs in there, and they probably make you talk to them through it. And he goes, some guys love it. He goes, once you pass to be a pilot, he goes, there's sadists out there. Where, I don't know how long I didn't ask him how long the centrifuge ride is. But he goes, some guys, he goes, you have to do it to be certified as a pilot. So, how do they know that you're not going to black out?
Right.
You know?
That's a big, yeah.
Yeah. And he goes, they make you do this, like testing, obviously. So, all right. And then he goes, the thing is, usually you do it one time, but then you're flying a lot, so you're staying engaged with it. He goes, with the Blue Angels, because of everything you do, they make you do it every year. And so he goes, I'm on here for 3 years, so I have to go back for the next 2 years and do this. He goes, I'm getting ready to do it in a couple of weeks, like a month or something. It's like, oh, he's like, I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But it's rough. So they do like 2, 2.5, which I was like, it's kind of like a roller coaster. He's like, try to lift your arms. We do like a 4, 4.5, and then it's like 5, 6, and then we do a 7 and 7 plus. The 7 plus, like at 6, I was like, okay, like 5.5, 6, we're feeling this. I'm like looking, and he's like, just look straight up. Do not turn your head because you'll hurt your neck. And so
Turning your head will hurt your neck.
because it's pressing
I got
against
you. No, I'm
you.
saying, yeah, that's
like, that's
wow.
how you herniate this in your
Yeah.
neck. Like when you lift, they never say like turn your head when you're like benching or squatting, or because it'll disrupt the pressure on your spine. I mean, it's like that 10,000-pound elephant is crushing your chest. And I asked him, I go, what's the G limit that the F-18 Super Hornet will hold? He goes, 7.5. I go, that's the accepted limit.
Yeah.
And it's funny, the guy who's our crew chief, he handles like all of the engineering on the plane, the hydraulics, the frame. It was like 7.5. And I was like, that's the accepted limit. You'll pull at least 9.
Wow.
I don't know how I was curious. Like I could have probably done 8 or 9 at the beginning. At the end, I had no juice left. I was exhausted. Like I was emotionally spent. He's like, all right, we're going to do some stuff now after we did all that. And the last time when I came out of it, I mean, it was like, and they have the little joysticks with like the little thumb thing, because I would have been the guy in the back controlling that. Lord knows how you would do that when you're trying to do the, I don't know, pulling on the thing, and you see him looking back. I'm like, God bless you, dude. But now I have appreciation for all of that, because those guys did it all. I mean, it was rough, the actors. And so we got done with that. And the last one, I was like, he's like, you good? I'm like, we're spotting out a little bit. We got some stars rolling around in here, but we're pretty good. And I was starting to feel a little nauseous. And then he's like, all right, we're going to do no G's on this. We're going to do 2 barrel rolls, or whatever he called them, but they're barrel rolls. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. And he's like, ready? And he has like a long ready. And it's like, whoosh, whoosh, back. And I'm like, oh God, like that was, I'm like, the no G's at all, but I was like, pulled the bag out. I'm like, it's time. And I didn't, I'm like, I'm just dry heaving. And the worst thing is, it's a plastic bag. So I'm like, getting in my nose, I'm like, I'm going to probably suffocate back here.
That's true. You didn't put it over here all the way, did you?
No, but I was like trying to, I'm like, I'm not getting anything in the cockpit. I'm not going to be that guy.
Did you get to take anything home from that?
Helmet? Oh,
No.
yeah, they give me the helmet. Yeah. No,
I didn't know. Bob, look, it'd be pretty cool if
That's
they
why
did.
they give you the plaque, like the little.
Yeah, the plaque.
The deal.
Yeah,
and you get
okay.
to take all the pictures and stuff like that. And then we did a full, like, big loop, like a 2-mile loop where we were pulling like 4 Gs on that. Did some other stuff. He has a list of everything. We were going like 95% of supersonic, whatever that speed is, 600 some.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, can we press it? He goes, that's what they did in Chicago. And that's 2 weeks ago over the Wrigley, and it popped windows.
Oh, wow.
And he goes, they were pressing. When you get close, sometimes your wing speed over the top will be greater, and it'll be enough to have a sonic boom and pop stuff. But it was cool because we did it through like the Chillicothe, through Canal. Like one of my buddies was outside. And then we got to come over to the stadium. I got a sweet picture.
Over the horseshoe?
Yeah. I mean, we were like 900 feet.
Really?
Turned sideways. Oh, yeah.
And you got a picture of that?
I looked up, I pulled. I mean, despite how bad I was, I mean, I pulled the camera out.
Is that a picture you will frame and put in your wall?
I mean,
that's
I don't
pretty
know about
cool.
that. I mean, it was.
That's pretty cool. But like Bob, if I'm you, I Blow
Got
that
one
out.
of the Woody.
Yeah.
One of the Woody Hayes right there. Went over top of that. It was
That's pretty cool also, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, by that point, that was the very end. I was beat up. Something
Did you
fierce.
get the sense that, like, as they continue to do it, though, they get more used to
That's
it?
what he
or is
said.
there always, okay. Because I wasn't sure, like, compare it, like, for your sake to football, right? You can, like, build up a callus to getting hit, but at some point, repeatedly getting hit still takes its toll on the body. I wonder if that's something that, like, for those guys, can they get to a point to where it's kind of like nothing, or do they still feel it, just not as much as...
I think you get conditioned to be able to control it more. Like,
Okay.
that was my first time doing it. And that's like when I ran the conditioning test, all that crap. Like, I always push myself as much as possible. Better to, what do you say, sweat in peace than bleed in battle.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's, I think, where you kind of lean in with that. I'm trying to, I said, if I did that 5 more times over the course of the next, 3 months, I'd probably be a lot better at it.
Yeah.
But it's...
But even then, you never hit a point to where it's like, oh, this is fine, right? Like, even those guys. I'm
Those
sure
guys,
still...
he was talking me through it, but there was a point where I heard him doing the breathing too, like on the 7.5 Gs. He's doing the breathing.
Yeah.
He is at bcarp3 on Twitter. Follow him there.
If you'd
More
like
videos
to connect
coming.
with me outside of the chat.
That's all we're doing here, Bobby. I'm not going to make it creepy. I'm at That Happens if you want to connect on a more private
Oh, we
way.
also did
Okay,
500 yards upside down at about 500 miles an hour.
Give the bird to anybody.
And that's why I asked him. He was like, "That's that." I go, "We're gonna. Did you bring a Polaroid?" He goes, "That'd be pretty sweet." He goes, "Keep up some foreign relations."
Yeah,
so
I
he
think-
got all the top 10 jokes.
I think that should be
They have to,
mandatory,
right?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
I feel like that's got to be.
You don't become a naval aviator
without
getting-
enjoying those 2 movies.
Coming up next, Albert Breer joins us. Morning Juice.
When it comes to protecting your business, whether it's your staff, property, or assets, don't make a crucial mistake by contracting companies that provide subpar and unprofessional service. What you need is a security partner known for their unwavering professionalism and unnatural liability. You need Event Risk. Event Risk is a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company that not only specializes in on-site guarding, but also offers armed security associates and executive protection agents. Event Risk, elite protection for your peace of mind.
Hello, my name is Eric Rose, CEO and founder of Event Risk Security Services. We are a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company providing protection services and consulting to Fortune 500 corporations, movie studios, celebrities, and high-net-worth individuals. If you're tired of fluff margins with low compensation for poor quality security officers and an endless revolving door of vendor staffing, then give us a try. For virtually the same cost, we can then address what keeps you up at night.
Visit eventriskinc.com.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. When was the last time you hopped out of bed without that knee or back screaming at you? Or walked down a flight of stairs without groaning step by step? Hey, that was me. And I had to deal with that for all the years of playing football. But I went and saw my friends over at QC Kinetics, and it disappeared. I didn't have to tough it out anymore. Call over QC Kinetics with Dr. Wolkoff and get your free consultation. It's regenerative medicine, folks. There are thousands of patients who will tell you that they wish they would have done it sooner, just like I did. I'm glad I did, and my experience was tremendous. You go in, you have a consult, they lay out the plan, they talk about it. It's no pills, it's no scalpels. It's just your own body's biologics treating you and helping heal you. So find out if you're a good candidate. Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. They have offices all around Central Ohio, so be sure to go and check them out.
You know a thing or two about the moments in life that matter. You've seized those moments to embrace joy, accomplish great things, and build meaningful relationships. Is it time now to sit back and reflect on a life well lived? Maybe. Or maybe there's more to be done. Maybe this is the most important moment you've encountered yet. By volunteering with AmeriCorps Seniors, you can seize the moment, lend a hand, and get back more than you give. We connect you to local volunteer organizations with opportunities that fit your schedule and match your interests. Through AmeriCorps Seniors, you can support people in times of need and make your community stronger. You can become a companion to your older neighbors, brightening their days with friendship. You can even become a mentor for young people, serving as a role model and enriching their lives. Are you ready to seize your moment? Visit AmeriCorps.gov/yourmoment and get started today.
Bobby's knees hurt from doing battle with some of football's toughest warriors. Tito's knees hurt from begging Bobby to let him host this show.
Oh, pick me! Oh, I know me!
Morning Juice.
All right, Morning Juice. I think we are going to pass on Albert.
Well, he just texted me. He texted me earlier.
Yeah.
He's in Baltimore. And last night I was just trying to get to bed.
Understandable, Bob.
But we got some more stuff with the stories. You know, we're flying upside down. You're literally hanging by your gurney. Like they've got you all strapped. I mean, it's like a harness to where, like if you've ever gone like rappelling or done like any type of like zip line, I mean, you're like harnessed into that times 2 because you're part of the seat if you get ejected.
Yeah.
And then also, because you're going to have to lower your seat a little bit. There's a couple things like you have to lock you have to arm and disarm your chute in like ejector seat. Because obviously you don't want that going off if you're on the ground. That wouldn't be good.
Yes.
So like you do it when you like right before takeoff, and then you do it when you land. That's the one thing you're allowed to touch. Anything with the yellow and yellow stuff, he said no. He was telling us that there was a guy, he's like a famous celebrity came through, his dad's famous actor, that pulled the e-brake for the tires in the air. He goes, and they exploded. He goes, they had to throw out the hook on it. Like they had to throw out the hook when they landed. I didn't realize they have cables on all the all on the runways. I thought they only had them on the
like the
ships, aircraft
ship,
carriers. So yeah, they have a cable back there. He's like, yeah, we had to throw the cable because it was an expensive mistake, to say the least. He's like, but people have done stuff up there that has not been good.
So they had the conversation beforehand. Hey, if things go south,
yeah. Oh, here's
this is what you do.
Yeah, how to land. Like they told us how to,
or like how to eject and all stuff. Like,
yeah. And you have to have a fist. So he goes, you need to. The other thing is like lowering your seat down. He goes, you're on the tall end. So he's like, you need to have a fist between your head, your helmet, and the cockpit.
Okay.
The
top, the glass, the cover. Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't want to end up like Goose. He's like, no, you don't.
Did he say that to you?
Yeah. It's like he goes, you need a fist worth of space. I said, okay, whatever you say, big dog. You're the one that does this, not me. I'm not questioning anything.
Was there ever a point you were like, I know you said they talked you through it all, and the pilot was saying to you, hey, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, and he gave you a heads up on that stuff. But was there ever a point you thought this might end up like Goose? No, never.
Well, I joke. I go, how do they, these planes, he's like, they ride these things as much as they can, then they decommission them. And they ride them out here. Yeah, you just throw some civilians in, take a little ride around,
Right.
He goes, they're not exactly worthy. We don't want them out there in battle anymore. I'm like, but they're good for riding me. He started laughing. And I go, and he was talking about eject. I go, who pays for the plane when he ejects? He's like, the taxpayers.
Bob, as I'm hearing you tell the story.
A few $1,000,000.
Oh, those things are probably, the F-18 Super Hornets are probably about 45 to 50. My guy was also certified Sergeant Scott Locks, or Major, not Sergeant, Major Scott Locks, Goldie, if you will, he's also certified on the F-35. So I started talking to him about that.
Not in flight.
Yeah, after.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Not in flight, though, yeah.
But I go, what's the difference? The F-14 and so AJ, he flew with the Thunderbirds too, and you get to wear a compression suit, which helps you from blacking out. I go, why can't you wear one in the F-18? Because the Thunderbirds are 16s. And he said the F-14 and 18 have a center console joystick, which is what you saw in the first Top Gun and in the second.
Okay.
He goes, so you rest your hand on the inside of your thigh. He goes, if it's blowing up, he goes, this thing is so sensitive that you don't want any movement. He goes, so it inflates based upon, you'll be sitting there and you won't have a firm base. He goes, the F-16, 22, and 35 all have side, like armrest controls.
Right.
So the armrest control, he goes, you can have a suit because it's not sitting on you.
Okay.
I said, okay, well, that's good to know. And then I start talking about the F-35. He's like, the F-35, the C series are amazing, tremendous. He's like, the ones that do the vertical takeoff aren't as good. The fuel range is different. He goes, it's sweet. They're great for air shows. And they'll have one out here on Saturday. So he's like, go check it out. And I go, which do you enjoy? He goes, this is more fun to drive. He's like, but in battle, he's like, if we're up against China, F-35 all day. He goes, it's got a million different things. The weapon systems are phenomenal. Just all the stuff that it has is great. And I told him, I go, well, I've got like a Jeep Wrangler. I was having my kid. I go, it's got a standard clutch. He goes, I would say that's it. He goes, this is like driving an old school sports car. It's
Right.
It'll get you going. It'll have everything. There's a lot of stuff here. He goes, but it's not like one of the new, 25 Porsche or Tesla that has all the technology and everything else. He goes, so while this is more fun to fly right now and to do all the stuff and to go out here and do it with you, he goes, if I'm going into war, I want to be sitting in the F-35.
Bob, as you're
I said
talking about
Buckeyes.
this, I'm curious, and I didn't think about this yesterday. I probably should have. But I've got to believe that you have a greater appreciation than a lot of people for doing this because you are such a history buff and, you've watched all the different war things and you're up there. I got to believe that's as much as things can cross your mind while you're up there. But I got to believe you got a sense of what it was like for people. And granted, technology is different now than it was 30, 40, 50, 70 years ago, whatever it was. But I got to believe you had that appreciation while you're up there.
Oh, it was amazing. Well, just asking why. I was like, why the compression suits? And he went through, he's like, the center stick. And I was like, well, that's what you have in F-14 and 18,
Right.
which is what they have in both the top guns. He's like, the side one, he goes, it's easier to operate, but it doesn't look as cool. And people don't think of it as like, the center. He goes, it's more mechanical. He's like, these ones, you've got to pull. And it's intense. But, haven't.
Did that cross your mind like you're up there thinking about, my God, this is something that would go on in wars?
What's really cool is I've done the military appreciation tours, and we went out to Altus Air Force Base, which is where they do all the refueling. The refueling planes are, and they have those also at Rickenbacker. And I was talking a couple of the guys who love the show from Rickenbacker came over. I got pictures with them from the Air Force, and they do the refueling.
Okay,
and they were talking about what it's like to refuel the different jets. And the Navy, the only place that has the refueling jets, the only branch is the Air Force. And when they flew it straight to Hawaii, because we did a refuel, on the way there.
That's amazing.
And I've watched, I
it.
got in the refueling plane out in Altus, how you lay down. I was talking to the guys, you're laying on your stomach, you drop the belly of the plane down, you're looking in the screen, it's like playing a stinking video game.
Is it really? Yeah.
Oh, it's insanity. It is crazy hard. You're flying, you go, how fast? Like altitudes, like about 10,000 is where we do it, or 20. But then he started talking about the when we bombed Iran and blew up all their, nuclear stuff. He goes, this is not being a political use, but we're the only country in the world that you can have a plane take off from Missouri. He goes, they had to refuel at least twice on the way there. So we probably refueled them over the Atlantic and probably somewhere in the Mediterranean on the way there and on the way back.
We're the only country that could do that.
He goes, I don't know anywhere else in the world that can take off a plane.
Wow.
And be able to do that. He goes, that's just the capabilities that we have. And he also did say China's caught us significantly with their technology and some of the stuff they've got. He goes, but the ability for our branches to work together, what we're able to do is second to none. That you can have this take off and it's never detected by anything. We throw some bunker busters in there, just destroy stuff, and then have the plane come back. And before, he goes, they've already got the press release written as we're crossing back into American airspace to just release it.
As like that right there, Bob, I don't know, in a weird way, it makes me feel more secure that he said that. Like I feel like
should.
I don't know, because like the way that
after meeting him,
I
was like, man, I feel a lot better. Like every time I was talking to him, I felt bad. I started putting he was standing there with his arms behind his back, like at attention, just talking to his resting position. And I'm like, man, he's from Northern Virginia outside of Washington.
Okay.
And he was actually a Marine, which I didn't realize you could be a Marine and
in the
a naval
Navy,
aviator. And so he goes, I went to the academy and I joined the Marines. I go, well, why did you join the Marines? You want to be a fighter pilot? He goes, well, I didn't initially want to be a fighter pilot. I realized once I joined the Marines, I could do that. I go, well, then why did you join the Marines out of the academy? And, everybody's got their different reasons. And he goes, he is 35.
Yeah.
He's between 36. I think he's between 36. He's between my two youngest brothers.
Okay.
And he goes, I am old enough to remember 9/11.
Right.
He goes, that's why I went to the Naval Academy. That's why I enlisted in the Marines. Because he goes, what he said, he goes, this is what we do. We kill bad guys and break their stuff. And he goes, I wanted to do that with a M4 and a bayonet. And he goes, that was my thought of going in and going to Afghanistan, Iraq, and doing all those things. And then I realized, hey, I can do this. because this seemed like a pretty cool opportunity.
Yeah.
So I said, let's pursue this and try to do it. But Major Locks was awesome. It was awesome.
Bob, incredible experience for you. And, you
go out to the air show. Go check them out. It'll be fun. It'll be a great time. And it's supposed to be pretty nice weather this weekend, too.
It is, yes. It's good weather for that. You're right. That's really cool you got to do that. And I
They're
didn't
going
think
to go train with Schlegs. The pilots, they're all training with Schlegs at the Armory on Friday.
Are they really?
Yeah. I said, I'll stop over and see you. He goes, I heard your buddy. He's a real excitable guy. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Excitable, yeah.
I don't know if that quite
I don't know what the word I'd use.
So they said
does it justice.
Right.
Paul Skeens went up with them.
Okay.
And Ian Fitzsimmons was telling me this when I was on with him last night, that they let Paul take the stick for a minute.
Really?
He was the coolest thing. I mean, but he went to the Air Force Academy for a couple years.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
My boy Schlegs went to the Air Force Academy for a
Couple
couple
years
years
also,
ago. I mean, could he take the stick?
No, he was wearing jorts and was had with the cutout in
I
the
told
back.
him, my friend went to the Air Force Academy. I go, he had 200 demerits. He's like, it's pretty impressive.
It's 200 a record, I wonder.
He claims it is. And then one of my other friends who also ironically lives here now, who played with Schlegs, he's a year, 2 years behind him.
Right.
He claims he left with more than Schlegs. So I don't know. He went and played at Wyoming after he was
Do you
done.
think that bothers Schlegs that somebody said they had more than him?
They've argued back and forth about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you kidding me? Is this what we're arguing about? Your deplority or whatever. I'm still a little
deplorable. How deplorable you are.
How
Yes.
Depravity is the word I
There we
was
go.
looking for. Your level of depravity, but it's still. I'm going to be honest. This is I'll drink just like Jerry Jones. I'll drink sometimes to help put me to sleep. You're losing $1 million a month in cash flow.
It amazes me, Bob, how when you described it, we had fish here before you talked about it too, how your body's affected even today by it.
Coach, I felt like I was run over by a steamroller.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that 7. We came up from the 7+ G, and he's like, "You good?" I'm like, "I'm good," but it was just straight. I mean, we had stars hanging around. I mean, I'm looking around. It took about 30 seconds for that to level off. I'm like, all right.
That's really cool.
We're good. I wish I had a water up there with me. That would have helped, but maybe, I don't know. Who knows? But like you said, you feel better. One of my buddies texted me because he saw me going over his house and everything. And then one of my buddies texted me last night. He's like, we're at the Grandview Park. He goes, were you in the jet that was going? It's like about 1,000 feet off the ground. He's like, that was the one.
That was the one?
Probably not too many of those. So did that, and that was pretty cool. And they got texted by Cam, because Cam Atkinson's taking his kids. They're going down. He's like, hey, I want to try to meet some of the guys. I want to do whatever. I'm like, well, I'll put you in contact. And so hopefully they're going to head down. And I'm going to try to take my kids down there this weekend, because I think they'd think it's pretty cool. But they all wanted to know about it and hear about it. So it's just really amazing, how talented those guys are. And their perspective on life, because they get to do this. I mean, this is awesome for them.
Yeah.
I was like, what's up next? He's like, I'll probably back in a ship and, flying F-35s and hopefully not into war. But if that's what we have to do, then that's what we're tasked to do.
Bobby, I often say that, and I jokingly say you people, but football players are a different breed of human. Those guys are a really different breed of human.
He told me some people. Some of these guys are mad. They say this. They love the centrifuge. I'm like, that's a fair ride, dude. Nobody loves that.
Right, and just the way their mentality is just it's different. It's different. I don't know if it's the way they're wired.
The best, man.
Yes, they really
I go,
are.
what did you do prior to this? He goes, actually, after I got certified on the F-35, he's like, I ran training for it. I'm like, there you go.
Right.
Pete Mitchell up there.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm doing this. I've got to give you a shot. Anyway, great stories there, Bob. Coming up next, we'll do quick hitters, but also, Bobby, I got catfished yesterday. We'll talk about that next. Morning Juice.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. My good friends over at Sleep Better Columbus want you to know that if you're 65 or older, enjoying those golden years, but maybe you're dealing with restless nights, you need to listen up. Are you tossing and turning, struggling with sleep apnea, and that leaves you wiped out during the day? Well, it's time to reclaim your rest with Dr. Mark Levy at Sleep Better Columbus. As a leading provider in non-surgical sleep apnea treatments, Dr. Levy helps you breathe easier and sleep deeper with custom oral appliances, a comfortable alternative to CPAP. The best part is that Sleep Better Columbus is in network with most medical insurance plans and is a proud Medicare provider, so your coverage can work seamlessly with Sleep Better Columbus. And as we head toward the end of the year, don't let those benefits go unused. You don't want to wait to use your deductible. Act now to make the most of it with Sleep Better Columbus. Call Sleep Better Columbus today at 800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com. Once again, that number, 800-MORE-SLEEP or sleepbettercolumbus.com for your consultation. Sleep better, live better, you've earned it.
My son Ian was diagnosed with a brain tumor at the age of 16 months. The outlook was pretty rough. I mean, it was, we had no hope until St. Jude rescued us. I mean, they saved him. To this date, we are 12 years into this journey, and from day one, we've never once seen a bill. It gave us the peace of mind to know that we're there with our son, and we're gonna beat cancer together. Now, he is doing really, really well. He's alive because of what St. Jude has done. He's here because of the doctors who came before, their blood, their sweat, their tears, the knowledge accumulated and shared, with everyone else around the world. This is how we get rid of this, how we help kids beat cancer all over. It's the future.
Together, we will make cures possible for every child everywhere. Learn more at stjude.org.
In honor of all those we've lost to cancer and those still fighting and thriving, like basketball analyst and cancer champion Dick Vitale.
I want to beat cancer. I'm going to beat it. That's no doubt in my mind. I'm going to win this battle.
Defeating cancer will take all of us. Join our team to help fund game-changing research that saves lives. At the V Foundation, V is for victory over cancer. V is for victory over the odds. V is for victory over health disparities, victory over setbacks, victory over the unknown. V is for victory over giving up.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Donate to the V Foundation to join our team and help save lives.
Cancer can take away all my physical abilities. It cannot touch my mind, it cannot touch my heart, and it cannot touch my soul.
100% of donations fund game-changing cancer research. Donate now to the V Foundation at v.org.
Proud to be your go-to sports addiction.
WBNS, WBNS FM, HD3 Columbus.
The Fan 3, Ohio sports destination. One man is a national champion, NFL veteran, and local business leader. The other man is Tito. This is Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Here's Bobby and Tito.
All right. Second hour of the program. Final hour of the program. I'll play this, but we're not going to get into it right away. We'll play it first, though. I can play it first, right, Bodie?
Morning Juice presents Quick Hitters.
Sponsored by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call Dr. Mark Levy today at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP.
Bobby, Chat Hall of Famer Little Italy wants to know, did you ask him about UFOs, drones, or if he's seen anything weird?
The Drone Ranger, Admiral Kane?
Whatever, I don't know. Did you guys talk about
it? I did, no. We did not get into the aliens. Should have probably brought that up. Where do we store the aliens?
Right.
He'll be out. I got his number.
Oh, you do?
Text him. Where do they store the aliens?
Bob, I got duped yesterday.
What was his name?
Now listen.
Lene Kakua?
I send the show sheet out to all of you.
Puka Nakua.
And
brother of Lene Kakua.
One of the things I had on there is about the UCLA starting quarterback.
Yeah.
And I had I put it out there, Bodie saw it, but like it was there was things that were put out there on social media that I am Aleva, whatever his name is, Nico.
Iamaleava.
There you go.
Still didn't get it.
It's okay. I came closer that time. But was not the starting quarterback. He got beat out for the job.
Should be amazing.
And that was going to be in quick hitters. So I put it out there. And thank God for Bodie. Bodie says, Tito, I think this is fake news. And he points out that the one Twitter account that I looked at was, what was it, On 3? And it
was not On 3 Sports, which is what it was supposed to be. It was No 3 Sports.
No 3 Sports. So
Thitoff's dyslexic.
So Bodie caught me. Bodie saved me on that before he did it. And then thank God Bodie put a new quick hitter in here to replace that one. But yes, Bodie saved my butt because I would have done this whole thing, this we would have done a segment on it or a story, a quick hit on it. But the fact that, yes, that's fake news. UCLA quarterback not named yet. Correct, Bodie?
That is correct as far as I know.
Thank you.
What we do know, or maybe we'll try to know, are who are the top 100 players in college football going to be this season. ESPN took a stab at putting together their ranking. Here's what they have to say. At number 1, it's number 4, Jeremiah Smith, followed by Anthony Hill Jr., the linebacker at Texas.
He's
number
good.
3 is Caleb Downs. Number 4 is Cade Klubnik, the quarterback at Clemson. And number 5, in our hearts forever, Jeremiah Love. Some other Buckeyes making the list. Sonny Styles is number 62. Carnell Tate is number 67. And Max Clear is number 75. The list is littered with plenty of Buckeye opponents for this season. I'll just highlight a few of them here. Hill Jr., like I mentioned, the Texas linebacker. See him in about 9-10 days there. Colin Simmons, the Texas defensive end, is number 11. Nick Singleton is at number 15. My favorite quarterback ever, Drew Aller, is at number 17.
Aller hit as he throws, and it is intercepted! Christian Gray picks it off!
And another guy you'll see just here in a week and change is Arch Manning at number 23.
I don't know how you can put Arch there. I'm not saying I don't think he's going to be good, but that's...
Yeah, to project him as a highly rated quarterback makes sense, but when you're just putting together
23rd
the
best player in the country?
Exactly, yeah. Let me see who we got. Try to find some names right behind him here real quick. They have... I'm going to butcher this name, but Francis Mwanga, I think it is, the offensive lineman at Miami. DJ Lagway's at 25, the quarterback in Florida, who is very good or not on the field. Who else we got here? Carson Beck's at 29. I don't know. Maybe Arch should be high.
I don't know about Carson Beck. That seems a bit extreme to me,
Christian
but we'll
Gray's
see.
41.
Of course, he was the beneficiary of that of the unfortunate pass.
Blake Horvath, Navy, number 50.
He's 50, yeah.
I love now. Blake Horvath is good. He's really good.
I don't think he's related, though, to...
No.
And that bothers me.
Why? Because he's from Hilliard and you think that he should be?
Yes, I think that they should...
We'll just make it up.
Claim it. Let's claim it like Auburn. Let's do it.
What do you mean let's claim him? Central Ohio can already claim him. He's from Hilliard.
I know. I want the Horvath. I
you want
really
the Horvaths
want
to claim him?
I wanted the Horvaths to... Let's do the racial draft with Chappelle again. Let's do something like that.
Perfect. That's right.
Let's the Les Horvath family takes Blake Horvath. I think that should be the case, Bob.
At number 61, Malik Muhammad, the cornerback at Texas, and then number 64 is Michael Taff, the senior safety for the Longhorns there. So, if this list has any sort of validity to it, the Buckeyes are going to have quite the test against that Longhorn defense.
Texas. Well, there's a reason why they're ranked, Bodie. I mean,
number one in the country. That makes sense.
They got a lot of good players. Okay, I think Texas has like 5 All-Americans on first or second team.
Right.
Ohio State's got 4.
Yeah.
I mean, these are really good squads.
How many points are you looking at for a win next weekend? Ooh. If I said Ohio State scores,
I think if
reasonably. Now, if it's like, hey, they score 38, like they're probably going to win. But.
I think if 28 wins it, 30 wins it for sure. I think 24-28 probably does as well.
You think so?
20-21 starts to get 50-50, and then less than that.
It just depends on how the feel of the game goes.
Yeah,
but I don't think this is going to be a game. I mean, I think Ryan's going to be aggressive. Listen, I think after one thing we learned after the playoff run, like he's not.
You think it changed him that way?
I mean, like if we're going to lose, dude, I'm not going to lose not throwing it down the field to my best receivers.
Sure.
Like sitting there in practice, I was talking to Abner. He's like, "We throw a lot of go balls, like all the time. Like if you had these guys, like wouldn't you go watch the film from last year? I mean, like that's what they do." You're going to either interfere with him or he's going to catch it usually.
I mean, this Texas defense is probably going to be tough to say, like, okay, we're going to go 8 plays, 75 yards.
That's exactly right. I get the same thing with Ohio State's defense. Like, to be able to just drive the football down the field, you may have 1 or 2 of those, but it's like to be able to put together 8 plays where you're not having a negative yardage play, there's not a penalty, something like that. Like, you need chunks. You need big explosive gains, 20-plus yards in the pass game. And so let's go down the field, and like penalties factor into that.
I look at it, Bob. You just mentioned 24 points could win this game. And in today's college football world,
that's different.
It feels very low.
But
you know,
you have two
right,
like first year starting quarterbacks.
Yeah, I know.
And you have two really good defenses.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah, I mean, we look back, if you want to look back at the Ohio State-Oregon game from last year, which felt like there was not a lot of defense played. And what was the that was still
and the one in Oregon,
32-31
or something like that.
33-32. Like,
it wasn't in this high
that
30s.
and that was still, it felt like a high-scoring game, but it still wasn't that high-scoring.
Right.
So, yeah, I think 24. I think if you had to put a score prediction on it, I would say probably 24-21, 28-24.
So over-under is 47.
So you think 24 wins it, Bob? Right now,
27, I think
27 wins it for sure. You feel comfortable.
I would say if you have sitting on 24 and you have the ball,
you feel pretty good.
You have a chance to win the game.
Yeah. How much do you think last year's semifinal game will kind of? Because that was not a high-scoring game either, and Ohio State's offense. I mean, if anybody did a good job,
right?
But you also look.
Yeah, but you got to scoop and score.
Scoop and score at the end.
3
Yeah,
The
minutes
scoop and
left.
score was 21 points is what your offense scored.
Yeah.
And one of those was a 75-yard hit to Trey.
On a
screen.
I don't mean fluky like against
but it
Ohio
was-
State, but like
yeah.
that was a pretty semi-fluky play.
You got to
if you
make the
will.
plays, but I
Yeah.
mean you don't expect that to happen.
Yeah.
And so you have to have, like, to the point, you've got to have a big hit in that. I think the game will probably look fairly similar. And so can you make those big hit plays?
Right.
Both teams are probably capable of 2 drives. Who turns it over? Which you saw the turnover by Texas that led to
the Sawyer one. Yeah, scoop and score,
there's at least a 10-point swing.
Yes, you're right. Could have been more. Yes, you're right.
14.
Could have been 14. Yeah, but at least 10. Yes,
that's 10. And you have to go back and look at the clock. Like, would they have considered kicking there? That was 4th down, right, or 3rd?
It was 4th down.
Yeah, it's 4th
and
down.
I think there was probably less than 4 minutes left,
Yeah,
so you're probably going for it.
probably
but
just based upon
regardless,
it.
Like, your point still stands.
But there's at least a 10, probably 14, potentially 14-point swing there. And then you have Trey's big hit, which was 7 that you found right before half. So I think it'll be probably like on normal, maybe 2 good drives that'll get you 14 or 10. Can you finish them in touchdowns? What do the turnovers look like? Like Texas, I went back and looked when we played them 05 here. They outgained us big time. We had 2 turnovers.
That was the difference, yeah.
And so that's what kept it close for us. And then they had the big hit to Lima Sweet at the end.
Yeah, and even in last year's game, I thought Howard had thrown a pick, and he did.
Yeah.
And then Texas had 2 turnovers. I think, obviously, the scoop and score was 1. Didn't the game end on a pick?
Yes.
Yeah, you were hit. You were hit
hit
down.
You were
Not
hit downs.
intentionally,
Right,
but
yeah.
that's who he threw it to. We'll stay with college football here a little bit, guys. Whenever a legend retires from coaching, there's always some speculation that person could return to the game over the next few years or so. And Nick Saban, he has not been recused from that since he walked away from the Alabama Crimson Tide. That was last January, right? Year and a half ago now. As recently as this summer, his former quarterback and current ESPN analyst, Greg McElroy, mentioned that someone in the know thinks Saban could still return to coaching in college football again. And Saban, he didn't remit his words. He said if McElroy had said anything like that when he was at Alabama, he would have got his ass kicked. So,
awesome.
Needless to say, Tito, I don't think that Saban is going to, if you take him at his word, going to be returning to the sideline anytime soon.
There's no way Saban's going to coach it. There is no way. And people say, well, if Belichick does well, will that entice it? No. Look, Saban's got a great life right now. He really does. You can't.
I think he retired at the point where Belichick, if he would have, then it would have been fine.
That's fair.
But, like, you miss your window to retire. And at that point, you may just well do it till you die. Like, this is what
Like
Bill,
Joe
I mean, I'm
Paul.
telling you. I tell you that with coaches. Tress talked to me about that. He goes, there's a sweet spot where you have for coaching and to retire. Because if you're not going to be able to actually physically travel, go golf, see your grandkids, like if they're all grown and everything else is done, like you have no hobbies, why retire? Once you pass like mid 60s to low 70s, like at some point, like, all right, 74, may just keep doing, might as well just keep doing what I
Go
know.
to the end. Bob, I'm curious on this one. When Tress resigned, or the Ohio State thing, when Tress was done coaching Ohio State,
The Ohio State thing.
yes.
That's what we'll call it.
What, was he resigned? Was he fired? I don't know how to.
He was forced resignation.
Okay, forced. Okay, I want to make sure that I didn't want to get the verbiage wrong. Okay, when he was forced out at Ohio State, did you think at the time he'll probably coach again somewhere?
No.
You never did.
No. just because I thought, where would he coach? He's an Ohio guy. This was
Right.
the apex of his desire.
And there's
Like,
no place
where
in
else
Ohio
you-
that's bigger, yeah.
No, like-
Unless you go to the NFL, but
And I never saw him as an NFL coach. Just not in a bad way. He just
Right.
likes to develop people too much. And it's a little bit. Nick Saban sat down with Ryan Clark and Shannon Crowder, who played for him with the Dolphins, and just talked about why he liked college better than the NFL.
Right.
You know, and why that was
No salary cap in college. He was able to play all.
Well,
No,
there's no
I'm
salary
kidding.
cap, but there's also like you get to
I'm
deal with
just
younger guys and develop them, and it's just a different dynamic.
that's the thing now, Bob. With the and Saban got out partially because of that, I got to believe, because
100%.
it's NFL. It is professional football now at the college level, and guys like Tressel, Saban. I still
Kind is finished, Tressel.
look guys like Tressel though are not as, I would think, enticed to coach at this level as they would have been 40 years ago.
Yeah, I mean it's different.
Yeah, it's a different
definitely
game.
different now.
Yeah, it's a lot different. Give us one more there, Bo.
One more here, guys. Two of the biggest names in boxing will clash on November 14th this
Mike
fall
Tyson?
when Jake Paul and Gervonta Tank Davis meet at State Farm Arena in Atlanta. The fight will be promoted by Paul's
how
most
old is
valuable
Davis?
promotions.
He's a current champion, Bob.
And streamed live globally on Netflix. And Mr. Paul, he does not seem to be a huge fan of his upcoming opponent. Here's what he had to say. Quote, Gervonta is an angry little elf who has been disrespecting my name for far too long. His nickname might be Tank, but I'm an FPV drone and I'm about to disable his ass. Yes, he is one of the top pound-for-pound boxers in the world, but my motto is anyone, anytime, any place against all odds, and I like my odds. First, I'm going to kill David, then I'm going to go on to slaughter Goliath, and you're all going to watch me do it. Breaking viewership records again in Atlanta, Friday, November 14th, the worst night of Gervonta's career, live only on Netflix. Bobby, I can see. Go ahead, Tito.
No, say, Bob, the thing is,
What's
the
the
weight
thing?
difference. Like Paul.
Yeah, Paul's a lot bigger.
Okay, Paul in his last fight,
We're like 230.
he was like, he's like 199 and a half. What he was
Oh,
like
I thought he was
200 pounds.
200 pounds.
Anyway,
Okay.
and I believe that Davis is like where he's at right now. The weight limit is like 135, and so they're going to come and they're going to the Davis people say that Paul's got to come down and wait. You know,
Yeah,
to where it's a little
you
closer.
got to get within 20 pounds of each other.
Will you have? He's a current champion in the sport. So he's still, I don't say in his prime, but he's still he's currently, prime-ish. Would you be, regardless what the weight is, I don't know what, but if Paul winning, does it do anything for you? Does it make you think differently about Paul if, let's say, outweighs the guy by 30 pounds on the day of the fight?
I want to see him fight somebody that's his weight that isn't 1,000 years old.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I mean, but like I say, Davis he's a legit fighter. I love the fact called an angry little elf, by the way.
But, I mean, he weighs 135 pounds.
I know.
Dude. I'll go get in the ring with him. You're not going to get knocked out by a 135-pound guy. They're not powerful enough to do it. That's why, how many knockouts do you see in the, Feather and Walter and all that stuff? You just don't see it because those guys aren't heavy enough to deliver a blow. And so just like I got in the Blue Angels, I'll go out there and go a couple rounds with old boy.
And
I'm not saying I'd beat him, but I could handle his punches.
In the last fight,
just speed up my CTE.
When Paul fought,
put it in the microwave, get it off that slow roast and get it in the microwave.
When Paul fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., he was 199.4, and the last time Davis fought, he was 133.8, and so it's being labeled. It's an exhibition, so it's not going to affect Davis's record. Jake Paul, by the way, is 12-1 with 7 knockouts. But Davis, though, it's not going to affect his record. But his promoter came out and said Davis is 30-0-1 with 28 knockouts. By the way, he said we want to make sure it's an exhibition. Yes, but
This was supposed to be an exhibition.
Throw in the towel. Anyway,
Paul told him not to.
I know. No matter what. But Bob, though, the promoters for Davis said, yeah, we want to make sure there's a definite outcome, a knockout or a decision, whatever it is. We don't want to be, it's an exhibition.
No decision.
But we want
I want
it
to
to
have
be.
them fight until someone can't get up off the ground.
We're out of tryouts, boys.
Okay, Davis is 30 years old, Bob.
Limited spots.
He's a 30-year-old current boxing champion.
Okay.
Does that entice you to watch the fight?
Yeah, because I'm waiting. People watch it. They hate watch it for Paul.
Yes.
I mean,
I'm rooting for Davis.
Of course. I think everybody is. Who is on Team Jake Paul?
Okay, honestly, though.
Nobody over the age of 30 is on Jake Paul's team.
But here's the thing, though, Bobby. If Paul wins, okay, let's say he wins. First of all,
becomes the lightweight champion of the world or something.
He's a paper champion. But Bob, I'm saying if Paul wins, and now he's like, okay, I'm Jake Paul. I fought these guys. I keep winning. I just beat a current champion. What I really want to see happen, more than seeing Davis win this fight, I want to see Paul win this. I want Paul to get to a point where he's fighting a legitimate heavyweight or a cruiserweight. You know what I mean? And I'm hoping that if he gets a win here, it's like,
hey, why don't you sit it up so he can fight Buster Douglas? I heard that's his next fight.
But Bob, I'd like to see him fight Tyson Fury. He never will.
Maybe Joe Louis.
I want to see him. Everyone brings up Joe Louis. Rocky Marciano. But Bob, I want to see, though, I actually kind of hope Paul wins this fight and wins another fight to the point where it's like, okay, you've done all these things. Now you got to fight a legit heavyweight or cruiserweight.
Buster Douglas.
And
Lennox Lewis.
Would he even do it, though?
Buster Douglas?
I'm genuinely asking.
I'm with you on that.
I don't know.
I think, though, he kind of has to if he wins this fight.
Okay. I don't know enough about boxing to know, can he just keep saying, I'm good, actually.
No, people are going to still, because he's going to still run his mouth. He can't help himself there.
Yeah.
Okay? He's going to run his mouth. And then people are going to say, well, fight a bigger guy as a current champion. And if he goes and does that, okay, really? Well, then fight a real cruiserweight or heavyweight
I think he
champion.
might fight a woman next.
Andy Kaufman role? Go that way?
Fight a heavyweight woman.
Yes, do that.
That way he'll be really, really a man. Current champion.
Now that
he's a huge advocate for women's rights, I'm sure. So maybe he'll have him fight her.
He listens to the fan every day at 5:55. But Bobby, I think that now that we're talking through it,
I just really despise that guy.
I know, but I hope he wins now. Now I hope he beats Davis.
Who do you like more, Logan or Jake?
I mean, can I fight them both at the same time?
I think I couldn't tell them apart anyway.
Neither could I.
I don't know.
I just know the names. They're brothers.
Yeah, it's like
they used to be on YouTube.
I think AJ and I, or Schlegs and I, in a tag team boxing match. Not even dude.
I was gonna say, how about WWE?
First of all,
not WWE. Let's go straight UFC. Because when I punch him, I want to feel his jaw in my hand. And when I choke him at the end, I want to watch the life leave his eyes.
I don't know how you can choke him in an MMA fight. I guess you couldn't.
No,
if in boxing, you can't
I don't
do
care.
it.
I'll
of the
take the
thumbs.
disqualification. I'm going to put my hands on his throat at the end and choke him to death.
And you were on the field at Wisconsin, right?
Robert will coach me up.
That's what I was asking you. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that Tressel endorsed that, but I'm saying the fact you brought up choking somebody in an athletic event and a teammate of yours also choked somebody at an athletic event. I'm wondering about
That's not an athletic event. That's personal.
That's fair enough. Coming up next.
He's ruining America.
One position I viewed as a strength for coming into this season for Ohio State got even stronger in the offseason. We'll talk about that. That's next. Morning Juice.
When it comes to protecting your assets, you need a security partner. Event Risk Security Services is a U.S.-based veteran-owned company providing protection services, consulting to Fortune 500 companies, movie studios, celebrities, and high-net-worth individuals. If you're tired of fluff margins with low compensation for poor quality services and an endless revolving door of vendor staffing, then give them a try. They're virtually the same cost, and they can address what keeps you up at night. Event Risk. Check them out at eventriskinc.com to learn more.
And we're live here outside the Perez family home, just waiting for and there they go. Almost on time this morning. Mom is coming out the front door strong with a double-arm kid carry. Looks like Dad has the bags. Daughter is bringing up the rear. Oh, but the diaper bag wasn't closed. Diapers and toys are everywhere. Ooh, but Mom has just nailed the perfect car seat buckle for the toddler. And now the eldest daughter, who looks to be about 9 or 10, has secured herself in the booster seat. Dad zips the bag closed, and they're off. But looks like Mom doesn't realize her coffee cup is still on the roof of the car. And there it goes. Oh, that's a shame. That mug was a fam favorite.
Don't sweat the small stuff. Just nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Learn more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Visit nhtsa.gov/the
right seat. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
1 in 4 Americans today are living with a disability. I'm one of them. I care deeply about creating a world we can all fully participate in, free from stigma, misperceptions, and barriers. And we've got a trusted ally on our side, an organization we can rely on, Easter Seals. Rooted in communities nationwide, Easter Seals helps empower millions of people, regardless of age or disability, through its life-changing services and powerful advocacy. Today and every day, Easter Seals is leading the way to full equity, inclusion, and access to healthcare, employment, and education for people with disabilities, families, and communities. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Learn more and get involved at easterseals.com.
Through Travis Manion Foundation's Operation Legacy service projects, veterans, families of the fallen, and inspired civilians across the country come together under the common cause to serve in honor of our nation's heroes. Service projects include city beautifications, planting memorial trees, volunteering at shelters, park cleanups, and more. Ask yourself, if not me, then who? And register for a project near you or as a virtual volunteer by visiting oplegacy.org.
Bobby is the all-American male. Tito pulled a hammy getting his mail. This is Morning Juice.
Mics were off there, right, Bodie? Okay,
I don't know.
fine.
Guess we'll find out.
We will find out what social media will tell us.
Watch it 10 to noon, 10 TV Plus today.
And then see what happens on September 2nd.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
That's a tease.
That's a major tease. Anyway, Bob, the tight end room at Ohio State. I thought.
Better than a loose end room.
I thought, Bob, that it was already in pretty good shape after last season. I thought it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah. Probably Ryan Day said it may be the deepest position on the team.
And then they went out and got Max Clare.
Yep.
And we've talked about the tight end position, Bobby, because Ohio State, God, this goes back to, who was the guy who was from Indiana? Indiana came here and was an OC or something.
Kevin Wilson?
Kevin Wilson.
Wilson!
I remember seeing Kevin Wilson.
It's okay, Wilson.
Wilson,
you just
where
sit
are
there.
you?
I'll do all the paddling.
Is that the volleyball movie?
Yeah, that's what people refer to it as, the volleyball movie.
Just like Neil Armstrong from WAPOC. That's how they, yeah.
Neil
Anyway.
Armstrong from WAPOC and the volleyball movie.
Volleyball movie, yeah. Was that movie that good?
I mean,
Castaway?
Yes.
I think you got to see it at least once.
Okay.
I wouldn't consider it like Tom Hanks'
It's not
best.
rewatchable?
Yeah,
I think it's pretty rewatchable.
Is it?
Yeah.
There's some
I think
funnies.
it's good and it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's not amazing. Like, it's not Shawshank.
Right.
In my opinion.
When it's on, I'll usually watch
You'll
some
watch
of
it through then.
Well, there's some really funny part. I mean, just the irony of all the things we take for granted in a first world society. Like when he's trying to knock his tooth out, then he starts talking to Wilson, just the evolution of everything. Oh, I know where we can find more rope, Wilson. We're not going back up there again. I know the rope is up there.
Okay, give me a percentage.
It's a great job by Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
There's no one else in
yeah.
it, and there's no music. If you go back, there's no music in the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's my question. What percentage of the movie is just Wilson or just Hanks in the volleyball?
Probably like
Good chunk of it.
80% of it.
Yeah. Because he crashes and lands on the island.
Right.
And it's I've only seen it once, and it's been a handful of years. But, Bob, it's a pretty quick, like, when they do the transition from, like, he lands on the island to he's not there very long before they do the fast forward
And
to
show him, like,
a few years later or whatever it is.
Because a lot of them's trying to get off, and he's like, figured out all of the the sun patterns and everything, all the things we take for granted, not knowing what the date is.
Yes.
And when you're in a tropical environment, it's like you have the winter coming. Like, it must be around October now. It's starting to get
I
cold.
get snow.
So he was like, has this little deal, and you don't have anything to write with. He has rocks on the cave, and he was literally tracking the sun of like he'd figured out when the sun was here and there, and the tide coming in and out. I mean, it's crazy town.
See, the fact you told me it's like 80% of the movie, now I don't want to watch it.
You would love it, though. Him
I don't
yelling
think I
back and forth
would.
to an inanimate object who he has is this bloody handprint that because he stepped on. Dude, you don't have shoes. Like, it's just.
I mean, you can't accurately describe the movie by just saying, like, well, it's just 80% of him on the island. Like, It's like saying Andy Dufresne. Well, he's just in prison.
Most of
That's
it
all he
takes place
does.
in prison.
Yeah, he just
Well,
talks to
that's
some
different,
people.
though, no, if you say in prison, there's other humans there, and you interact with them.
That's the irony of it's like he's basically in isolation, and it's like you just create another human.
I was gonna say there are other humans.
I had a best friend growing up named Checkers.
His name's Shiloh.
Shiloh. So we played
Bless his heart.
She's always let me win.
Maybe that's why I like her father. Maybe I'm a little up too.
People also, I don't think Bobby's going to put, there'll be video out there of Bobby's experience yesterday. Is there any video footage of pre-flight with you guys shirtless playing volleyball?
We're actually playing
dogfight
football.
Offense and defense.
Okay.
Same time.
All right. Just want to make sure.
You said build a team.
Right. That's what he's doing.
There's your team.
What's the score?
I
they
think
gave
they
up keeping
gave
score a long time ago.
Max Clare.
Yep.
Circling back somehow on this. The tight end who
Max
came over from
Eclair.
Okay.
I love a good Eclair.
The Kevin Wilson thing. I remember talking to Kevin Wilson, and he said when he talks to tight ends about coming to Ohio State, he asked them, what player do you want to be like? Like, what's the player you want to be like? And go watch video of that player. And I'm trying to think of who it was.
Me.
Give me the tight end from Ohio State around that time that came in highly hyped. Who's in the NFL now. Plays
Jim
for
Ruckert.
Ruckert. I think it's who it was.
Ruck City.
He said to Ruckert, who do you want to be like? And Ruckert said, Gronkowski. And Kevin Wilson said, okay, I want you to go watch a bunch of videos about Rob Gronkowski. See how he plays and pick up on that. Ohio State tight ends, Bobby, don't catch a lot of passes. Max Clare will not catch as many passes as he caught last year at Purdue. It's just not and it's not because he's not a good player. It's this offense. You've got.
In case you're wondering, we don't have a lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
That's true. So
have you seen that yet, Bodie? Oh God!
Wait, you have not seen the cowbell skit?
No, I have not. I'll write it down.
That's everything you want to say about me, Bob. Okay.
He also wasn't alive when it came out.
Doesn't matter. Everything you want to say with movies, that is the worst thing.
SNL. It's Will
What's
Ferrell,
on SNL?
Christopher
It's
Walken.
Christopher Walken.
It's pretty damn good.
No, you lost my train of thought.
Well,
here.
we don't really feature the tight end.
Right, we don't feature.
At
the tight
one
end.
point, I think Ben Hartsock had the most catches, it was
like
John
30 something.
It was John Frank.
John Frank, yeah,
from like the '80s.
Yeah,
who had like high 30s.
Right,
40.
that's what I'm thinking. He played for the 49ers on the Super Bowl team. He's like a doctor now.
But it was also in the 80s when no one threw the football.
Early 80s.
The fact that the thought that you would have one of your players have a single season receiving record in the 80s.
80s, yes.
I mean, that's crazy town.
Okay, so Max Clare's here now, and Bob, what I've learned from conversations, and some with you also, but like the tight ends here, they might not put the numbers up, but they learn how to block. You know, they learn.
Cade Stover was like the most successful tight end we'd had in 15 years or something.
But they learn, that's what attracts NFL teams to them. Here is Max Clare, though, now coming here from Purdue, a fantastic tight end who could catch a lot of passes. Talking about Julian saying, here is that tight end.
Julian's been great. I mean, just his leadership overall has grown. He's really taken it by the reins now, and you can feel that out of practice. So, you know, we're really excited about Julian and what he can do for us.
Ricky Dudley was a first-round pick in the NFL draft. And I think Max Clare could be a first-round pick in the NFL.
Like a diamond and ice storm?
Look, you and Bodie got the inside jokes. I heard that yesterday for the first time. That's the first time I ever heard that quote.
It's time for me to accept what my life is. I went ahead and bought one of those handicap accessible RV vans with the captain's chair, plasma TV screens in the back. Y'all paid up on that? Oh, yeah, it's paid in full. Sitting right out there in the parking lot.
It's amazing.
But Claire, though, he will not match his numbers from last year.
No.
But
And,
I think he's a better pro prospect after this year.
Keenan, how did you convince him?
Yeah.
Really good. We had him on my show with Schlegels, and we're sitting there talking to him. Well, Schlegels was the one. It's the first and only guest. Well, yeah, he's the first and only
That's the first
guest
one he's ever gotten?
that he's ever brought.
Okay, all right, that's fair. Okay.
He's like, we should get Keenan on. I go, why don't you text him? And he's like, I will, because there was a great story how he lifts with the tight ends. Keenan's a young dude, he'll get after it.
Right.
And Schlegels, when he first got in there, he's like, who is this guy? What are you doing? He's like, get out of my weight room.
Oh, that's right. That's the one. Yes, that's the one.
It's like, these are my guys I'm training. He's like, hell, if you are, get out of here. It was amazing. Like, chest to chest. I was like, this is awesome. Like, two prize bulls ready to just go at each other over here. And Mick's like, it's good. He goes, Schlegels, one of us. He's like, he's fine. He will amplify. His players will train harder with him in here training with them. He's not going to be a distraction because Mick's thing is always like, he tells his coach, the position coaches,
Right.
they like to come in and talk to their players. He's
Right.
like, do I go in your position rooms and talk to them about lifting when you're trying to instruct them and trying to talk to them about practice? No. So don't come in here. Now, if you want to come in here and work, that's one thing. And so they were going back and forth, but Keenan talked about this. How did you get him here? You're not going to catch 70 balls at Ohio State. I go, but
You're going to win more than one game. How about
may
that?
win more than one game.
Here, by the way,
you're going to.
I'll play this real quick. This is Keenan Bay talking about not a big recruiting pitch guy. They don't want to get back to you, Bob.
I don't think I pitch much, right? Hopefully these are good examples, right? You got a guy who is the number one receiving tight end, and he chose us. Why? Ask him. I don't know. If a tight end I want, I'll give him Max's number. Ask him why, right? Hopefully because of the relationship I have with him. You mentioned Nate. I don't know if a coach got closer to a high school kid and in last year's cycle, and that's a kid that now he comes in, and I don't have to build that relationship. I could coach him so hard off the bat, and hopefully he makes plays this season, and we can point to that. So certainly there, but yeah, no, all eyes on the season.
Well, number one, like Nate Roberts, he got big-time recruit out of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It's funny. I do a show on Saturday mornings with Chris Plank, who's on XM. He does stuff with Oklahoma's broadcast. He does their softball. He does their sideline for football, pregame, postgame, all that stuff. And he's in the same town as Nate Roberts. Nate Roberts' brother is now at Oklahoma.
Right.
And I was like, he's going to go to Ohio State. And I'm like, really? He's like, your boy Keenan's out here all the time. And when he came here, I couldn't believe it. And I was like, okay. And he goes, just develop a relationship with him. I'm like, do you want to be the best? Because I'm going to coach your butt off.
Right.
Like, I'm going to make you either get better or quit. And he was under Brian Hartline. Like, so he worked with Hart and the receivers for a long time. And so it's the same methodology. And he sat down there and he saw him Schleggs, and I'm like, how did you, Keenan Bill? He goes, I sat down with him and I took him through a game that he played. Why are you doing this? Why are you running that? Why is your route like that? Why did you do this? And he goes, I coached him through a game. And I go, we're getting better. You may have caught 75 balls or whatever, but you can get better. And it's like any player that's competitive wants to hear that. And by the way, we're going to make you a better blocker along the way.
I was going to say, Bob, I think that this was very smart for Max. Because
it was, but a lot of guys, you got to swallow your pride a little bit. I'm used to being the center of the offense.
Right.
Oh, dude, we got a guy named J.J. Smith, number 4 out there. Good news, you're never going to see bracket coverage.
Yes.
Because he's going to, and Carnell Tate and everybody else. And if you can block, and when we run the ball, Coach, you'll be running by safeties all day long.
That's what I look at, Bobby. Like, that's why I think it's very smart for Max for his career. I don't know if it came to play or not, but right now, he's got a resume that shows he can be a high-volume catcher.
Oh, yeah.
And after this year, if everything goes the way it should, he should have a resume as a high-volume catcher who,
When was Kate Stover
who could also
drafted?
block. Where was he drafted?
When? No, he went to Houston. Was he third round?
I don't know if
Third round sounds right.
Dude, he had like
Off the top of my
40
Yeah.
catches.
Yeah.
You know why he's
Right.
drafted in the third round?
Right, because
I don't need to see you catch 100 balls. I know there's other places you can go with the football at Ohio State. They watch you run the routes. When it's thrown to you, do you catch it? How do you block? How versatile are you?
Right.
Max Clare is going to, he's got all those things.
he's going to be a first-round pick, Bob.
Yeah.
I think he'll be a first-round pick.
This is my argument. Keenan always brings me in to talk to the guys about this. And this is the one thing, like Jelani Thurman, who I think has a lot of potential to be really good. And he's buying in. He's got to continue to make the routine plays routine, but he has the capability of making exceptional plays.
Yep.
And he's improved a lot as a blocker, mostly because he's gotten tougher in the weight room. And he's just changed his mentality. But I tell Keenan, like, if these guys can block, then you can run the ball. And if you can run the ball, teams can't go into all these exotic DB packages.
Sure.
I go, so who would you rather have guarding you, Jelani? Schleggs over there,
Right.
or Caleb Downs?
Right, yeah.
Because if they can go DBs all over the place, to put a safety on you. If you can run it, you're going to get stiff boy over there with short arms that has to go plug the A gap, and then he's going to try to run with you down the seam, and that's a mismatch.
The Fan High School Football Game of the Week is back this Friday. We kick off the season with the Big Walnut taking on Watterson. Bob. Watterson.
The Bishops from Watterson.
Coverage starts at 6:30. Kickoff at 7. After the game, it's the Byers Dublin Subaru Overtime with Ryan Baker and Lee Cochran. High school football back on the Fan. That's a great show, that overtime show. If you're a high school football fan and like you're driving back from your game or whatever that you watched, tune in on that because they have coaches on. They recap all the action. all the games here, and then if there's some big games across state, they do that as well. If you think you know sports trivia, here's your shot to score tickets to Ohio State, Texas. The winner will get 2 passes to participate in the Big Buckeye Kickoff Trivia Contest Friday, August 29th at the O1 Lane. No win, no problem. You can grab your passes for $60 for a team, $30 per person, a team of 2. 971thefan.com. And by the way, I am hosting that. So, and we're doing shows out there live, I think.
What time is that trivia, Tito?
The trivia contest, I believe it starts at 1. I think registration's at 12:30, if I'm not
1
mistaken.
to 2, give or take.
I think it's like 1 to 2:30, something like that. But yes, it'll be. But I think that Bishop and Friends will be out there broadcasting live, if I'm not mistaken, that day.
Perfect.
But we'll see on that one. But yeah, I'm hosting that though, Bob.
That's the main draw there, folks.
I wonder if that's going to encourage or discourage people from joining. But nonetheless,
maybe both.
Look, you get 2 tickets to Ohio State, Texas if you win the thing, so that's great. And right now, we'll give away a couple of tickets. 1 team entry if you want to. By the way, when you enter, you
just join the chat. Seriously, if anybody wants passes, let me know in the chat. I'm not going to bother with the phones.
We're not doing 13th caller
because
today?
I'm tired of that thing not working. So seriously, if you want some passes to that, some giveaway passes or whatever, just jump in the chat. Let me know.
Will give you his other social media lines, and you can contact him offline.
Reach out to me enough? At That Happens if you want to on Twitter also.
You tell me if I call your bluff.
Yes, we could.
But yeah, jump in the chat. Just let me know. We got a handful to give away.
There we go.
We're kind of supposed to give them away once per day, but frankly, if we had 5 or 6 people right now say they want them,
you do it.
We'd give them away now.
We wouldn't worry about the read then. That's perfect. But yes, sign up your 2-person team right now at 971thefan.com. Or honestly, just tell Bodie, hey, I'd like some tickets, and we'll hook you up with that. And again, every entry gets a pass to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, which is a fantastic way to spend your day. Go out there and check it out. I like to try to do it every year before football starts up and gets going in the NFL. I got to see if I can get it this year or not. I'm tight on time. Nonetheless, speaking of tight on time, we're way over time. We'll tell you what's got us juiced. That's next. Morning Juice.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter, and Columbus football is back. And what better way to kick off the season than driving home in a tough, reliable 2024 Toyota Tacoma from Germain Toyota of Columbus. Right now, get 0% APR for up to 72 months with 20% down, or lease it for $239 a month for 36 months for 10,000 miles per year with $29.99 due at signing. Head to Germain Toyota of Columbus today on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road. Your home for great deals all season long.
Hey Max, you look absolutely dashing in that purple tie. Ready to harness the world?
You bet, Daisy. I'm ready as I'll ever be. And might I say, your purple tie really pops with your vest.
Thanks. I almost went with a cape, but didn't want to come across as pretentious.
Nonsense. Anyone in our line of work should rock a cape.
You might be onto something, Max.
Phew, so here we go. First day on the job. We've got this, right?
Right. Don't forget, we both graduated from Dogs Inc. with honors.
Which means I can guide my human around a busy city with ease.
And I can give my human a restful night.
I hope my human is kind and loving.
And I hope mine likes wet kisses and zoomies.
Ready to make a difference?
Born ready. Let's go.
Discover how extraordinary dogs like Daisy and Max change lives at no cost to the recipients. Visit dogsinc.org.
We are the keepers of the wild, America's original and most invested conservationists. For more than 80 years, we've been committed to conserving wildlife and the natural landscapes that define our nation. From rugged alpine ridgelines to peaceful tall grass prairies, we've supported the conservation of more than 36 million acres of American wildlands. Our funding has led to cleaner water, fresher air, and improved wildlife habitat. From abundant fish and waterfowl populations to robust deer and elk herds, nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters, stewards of the American outdoors.
America's hunters and target shooters, along with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers, have invested more than $46 billion to help state fish and wildlife agencies manage and protect wildlife and wildlands across America. For more information, visit outdoorstewards.org.
Attack and dominate. You're locked into Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Here's Bobby and Tito.
Oh, gosh. Great show. Thanks to all the
Chappelle Show.
Chappelle Show. I'm rich.
Well, that's what I watched before I started watching the Jerry Jones stuff, as I watched the Chappelle Show. I was like, because I wanted to watch the Jerry Jones with my wife.
Have you seen Chappelle live before?
I have not.
Okay.
I need to go over there.
All right. Let's
Yellow Golden Shower Springs.
Yes. I'm going to play the intro.
What's got you juiced?
Sponsored by Billiards Plus. Find your next grill and everything you need for the master griller. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Yes. Bodie, let's tell us what got Schlegs juiced.
I'd play hockey for that guy, though I don't know anything about hockey. It's like, hey, Schlegs, we're going to do this forecheck thing. Okay, cool. Just go smash this guy's face into the wall. 10-4 there, buddy.
10-4. That was I could play for Torts. What's the forecheck? I go, they just dump him, run down there and smoke him in glass. He's like, yeah, I can do that.
What has me super, super juiced, guys? My sister has returned.
Yes!
From the island of Hawaii. I'm a
cat
free
alive?
man. Yes, cat's alive. House was still there. She was upset that I didn't water the plants one last time yesterday. I was like, Maddie, I don't know what to tell you, man. Cat's alive. He's been fed.
Plants
Kitty
are alive.
litter's been taken care of. Plants are alive. I mowed the yard. What else do you want from me? Like, it's, I got you 95% of the way there. We started at our own 1 yard line. I got you down to the goal line. You got to punch
alive,
it in from
right?
here. Yes, that's
okay.
Which is by
That's
far
a big bet.
the most important thing. But my reign is over, and I don't know. Next time she goes out of town, might be somebody else doing that job.
No,
if I'm
you'll
just
do
being
it. It's your
honest with
sister.
you. I'm aware, Tito.
You will
but
say no to your sister if she asks you.
there is a line to be drawn, I guess I would say.
Okay.
How about no more 2-week vacations?
That's fine.
After
That's
about
fair.
a week plus, I was pretty spent.
You're not over there looking for Sarah Marshall. I got it.
Exactly. What else has me juiced? And I don't want to touch on this too much because I know Carp's going to, and I know we got a clip to play from it.
Yes,
So,
I know.
Carp, I'll just let you tee it up here. 2 episodes deep into The Gambler, Jerry Jones and his Cowboys. Pretty great.
I'll tell you what's got me juiced. The Blue Angels flight yesterday was amazing. Enjoyed it. I haven't felt like that. I don't know if ever is the correct time to say it, no matter what I've done on a Saturday night or how many games I'd played. It was a rough thing. Immense respect to all of our aviators out there, the naval aviators, the Air Force pilots flying those things. Gosh, it was very, very impressive. And it was awesome because, and a big congratulations to my guy Scott Goldie, call sign Locks. His wife is from Gahanna. She went to Bishop Reedy.
No, she went to Reedy.
Went to Bishop Reedy. She is 39 weeks pregnant. So the one time he gets a home game for her, she couldn't come up. And he's like, I'm hoping I get back in time to see the birth of his 3rd child. So I said, thank you, sir. We appreciate
Don't
your
you
service.
induce at that point?
If you don't want, you don't have to. You don't want to. I mean, maybe. Like, believe me, I induced my oldest son on a Tuesday because that was our off day.
Yeah, right.
You
That's
know,
what I'm
but
saying.
then I'd stumbled in. I'd heard a lot of good things about this documentary about Jerry Jones. I figured it would be very similar to the Vince McMahon WWE documentary. I think it does. But I'll tell you this, Bodie, as you're watching it, and I told Ian Fitzsimmons, I go, I don't know who the best character is in it. I go,
Irvin has been pretty strong, in my
like
opinion.
Jimmy
but
Johnson's,
yeah.
Jimmy's great. Jerry's great. You know, Troy has his own unique delivery on it.
Yeah, he's very reserved and relaxed,
but that's
which is
him.
kind of how he always has been.
Yeah.
But he's still very...
Listen to Jimmy tell those stories, and then Jerry, like, he winked into the camera, for heaven's sake, in the second one when he talked about, after he's like, hey, me and Bright, we're down to about 300,000 of difference.
Right.
And he goes, well, let's flip a coin for it. I said, let's do it. He goes, I lost. He goes, you know what I got? The Dallas Cowboys. And it's a wink in the gun to the camera. I'm like, this guy he is amazing.
He's more McConaughey than McConaughey.
He really is. He really
There's
is.
some great one-liners in it, too. I wish I would have wrote them down to repeat them because they've kind of slipped my mind a bit. But there's some – I know there was one with Irvin where he's talking about him and Aikman just running the slant route.
Yeah.
And he's like, I might get killed. That ref's going single. I don't know why I'm doing a Southern accent. Michael Irvin, he's from Miami. But
that's South.
I'm going to catch that, and I might get killed, but that ref's going to signal first down.
He until the story on Michael Irvin, I mean, he's one of 17 kids, the 15th of 17.
That's amazing.
He says, we were so poor, we couldn't afford the OR. We would just Poe.
And his dad was a huge Cowboys fan,
Right.
loved,
Staubach?
No, the receiver, his receiver.
Oh, Drew Pearson.
Drew
That's
Pearson,
right.
who
Yeah.
also wore 88.
Right.
He called him Mr. Clutch. And, like, his dad died before he went there. I mean, it was just, it's a pretty, Michael Irvin is a heavily flawed human being. Let's not get that twisted. But
his drive as a football player is
relentless.
Yeah, unmatched.
Relentless. It was unreal. It's like looking through all this. And sometimes, you reminisce some of the olden times, going back and guys being hardened. We'll have to have Josh Perry on because I've talked to him about this. And he was not the toughest guy when he got to Ohio State, and he'll openly admit that. He became a tough dude here, but he had asthma. And just like riding that flight yesterday, I was like, there was 1,000 times I wanted to ask him, can you just take me back? Like, I'm
done.
He's
sir.
like, you good? Yeah, we're good. We're good. Keep on going. And but like we're going to find a way to get through it, and that's chosen suffering. That's all part of it. That was Michael Irvin. They talk about how the guys were out of shape.
Okay.
And they're running 16 110s was their test. I don't know what the times were. I'm sure they're pretty fast. Can I run it now? Maybe. That's neither here nor there. But Michael Irvin's like, it's a sprint. 16 110s is basically a mile. We're going to sprint that. And guys were complaining they didn't do that before with
Landry?
Tom Landry,
Yep.
and talked about them firing him. And this was Jimmy talking about getting guys tough. Michael Irvin sending him a list of guys they need to get out of there. But of how he was doing and things you could say. And Jimmy Johnson saying, you probably couldn't coach that way today. And here's a little snippet of him coaching like that. And a guy who came down with, I don't think Jimmy knew what asthma was, but quote, asthma.
JJ, he's already losing some of his players. One player says, he treats us like 17-year-olds. I have no respect for him.
They're not in the shape that I want them in.
The measuring test to see if you are in condition is 16 110. You run a mile, you sprint a mile to show you're ready to play.
I was on my 6th or 7th or 8th one, and I saw this kid on the ground just couldn't breathe. Jimmy comes and what the f*** is wrong?
Asthma my ass. Get over there on that other field and have some asthma. You're on the wrong field to have asthma. I lie in my ass. Get out of here.
Get on that other field. This is the wrong field to have asthma. Get over on that other field, that asthma.
There's a peanut allergy field. Get over there.
It was amazing. Gosh, I watched that. I started dying laughing. I'm like, this is awesome. Hey, you know what? He wanted winners.
I don't know if I love or hate Jimmy Johnson.
He's one of, I think it's him and Pete Carroll.
The only ones that
ones to win a Super Bowl and a national championship.
But
I'm pretty sure that's the beginning and end of the list.
It is the beginning.
Now, Bill Belichick has an opportunity to join
He's
that.
not going to do it, Bob. You know that.
I'm just saying.
I know, but I'm trying to think of anyone else who could do it, I guess. But yeah,
You missed one. He followed Jimmy Johnson, Barry Switzer.
Oh, it's Switzer. Well, no, but Switzer won with Jerry's guys. Jimmy's guys.
They also showed a game where Jimmy was playing Barry at Miami, and they scored it's like 56-7. And Jim Switzer's on the sideline looking salty, and Jimmy was like, they're sending pictures of him as the devil, how he's ruling in college football, because now he's just, I wanted my guys to be so confident. It's really good. I encourage anybody to watch it.
And you're a couple episodes in, I get it. Both you guys are. Is Dion on it?
He's coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's in the intro as one of the main characters.
Yeah. Okay, he is okay.
He's got a cowboy hat on.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is a problem, though.
I don't know if you could have that documentary without Coach Prime.
I don't know if I can. You okay over there, Bob?
Cramping up, man.
I noticed that. I've never cramped up during a show, just so you know.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say is that I'm not saying I'm in better shape than you.
Drank almost a half gallon of water.
In that other studio.
Yeah, right. That's not this studio, Bob. This is the cramp studio.
It's not going to stop me from performing.
I'm just saying. The problem is, if I start watching it, because I've got an addictive personality, I might not stop.
Watch all 8?
It does, like, have a tendency. You wouldn't think a sports documentary like that would have cliffhangers, but it moves, and when it ends an episode, it does kind of suck you into the next one.
Because it's 30-some years ago, and so you remember the high-level stuff, but like the little nuances and the details, I'm like, and I was young when I was watching that, so I remember them winning Super Bowls in 91 and 92.
Yeah.
But like how it got there, I remember them being better in 91.
Right.
Or 91.
Yeah, because they won at 92.
And I forgot about the Berline thing when Aikman got hurt. Like they get into all that, and Berline's in it too. I mean, Aikman. There's some unfettered stuff, and him and Jimmy had kind of an icy relationship for a while. And how they
I don't think anybody on that team liked Jimmy outside of maybe Irvin at first, and then
that Aikman first played for Oklahoma and Switzer.
Yeah.
Before then he transferred, he broke his leg.
Hates Barry Switzer.
Still hates. And Bob, I don't know if other people are like this. I don't know if you are. I don't know if Bodie is. You guys can tell me. But as I get further away from that, because I was 21, I was born in 1971, so I was late teens, early 20s, all stuff when everything was going on here with this Cowboys team we're talking about here. No, I'm sorry, not that. But yeah, when the whole thing was going there, and I appreciated a hell of a lot more as I've gotten older what they were able to do.
Oh yeah,
And like I don't know if you guys the same way. Like I don't know if in the moment, like you look at things that happen right now in sports. I don't know if do you appreciate them now? Or you know what?
It's like knowing you were in the good old days.
Yes,
back
before
when
you actually left
you never knew it was the last time you're riding bikes with your buddies in the neighborhood or whatever. You never knew it was your last pickup tackle football game at the school or whatever. You never know that it's going to be the last one. But I certainly, as I get older, I appreciate more what. Bodie's his eyes will pop out. I appreciate more what Jerry Jones did.
Jerry and Jimmy. But then the cliffhanger at the end of the second about Jerry in like the locker room after the game. Like it's because these guys are unfettered talking about this. And I don't know, this is the first time you've had them all compiled together.
Right.
Jerry, Jimmy, Troy, Mike, Emmett, Berline. I mean, you're bringing everybody in there. There'll be more that'll come in. Juicy, Nate Newton.
Yeah.
Best dope salesman in the world.
Innovative. Change the game.
So the thing about it, I think that's really good too, is it's been long enough that you probably forget a lot of it. But it's not so long ago. Like there's a ton of like B-roll in there,
right?
Of the games and highlights of it.
B-roll of Jerry on his vacation on the beach with his kids.
Too, yeah,
I'm watching this like.
But it's like it's not like we're trying to show like Bill Russell highlights or something where it's like you almost can't even see what's happening. It was the early '90s. Like they have all the footage of locker room stuff, the games. Just stuff like that.
Well, it's nostalgic for me looking back on the locker room at Valley Ranch and seeing them walk through, and like that's where I was originally at.
Probably just a couple years there.
They were there the whole time in Valley Ranch. They built the new stadium my last year, so I played in that.
Oh yeah, I guess the new star in Frisco's.
Well, that's only like 6 or 7 years old. 8 years old.
That's right, Bob. You're watching that, and that's where you were.
Oh yeah, so like you see it. I mean, it's all I'm like laughing about this and that, and the rehab, the training room, and
right.
I mean, it's all what it was.
By the way, this just came across. The NCAA watched the video, and they're actually vacating the Cowboys' 91 title. So it's interesting they're going to do that. I
Don't worry.
Good news, they didn't win in 91. So
92,
take that away.
91 title, 92.
Niners are claiming it though.
But and they're going to, and Barry Switzer now has a 14-year show clause.
Buffalo said, you know what, we'll take that one.
That was great. You're right. Yeah, Buffalo should claim one of those. So anyway. This has been Morning Juice. Thanks so much for tuning in. All the chatters, we love you. We appreciate you. And we're back tomorrow. And it'll be an AJ day tomorrow.
Your Highness.
Your Highness. Oh, Your
Morning
Highness.
Juice Friday.
Yeah,
let's go.
Let's do it. Morning Juice tomorrow.
Bobby Carpenter here with Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. In sports, it's always a good idea to be working on your fundamentals. Off-season, during the season, it doesn't matter. The ones who drill the fundamentals are the ones who consistently win. The same holds true when you're running a business. Chuck Moore, CEO, and Travis Sanders, president of Riverside Bank of Dublin, know banking fundamentals can make all the difference.
Thanks, Bobby. There's no substitute for doing the right thing, and often the hard thing in business. Managing the books, cash flow, and sales tracking is as important as producing the product. The business cannot succeed without good fiscal management.
Thanks, Chuck. Riverside Bank of Dublin knows that most business owners are busy people, and that's why we can assist in cash management. Let one of our commercial bankers help you do the right thing, too. These skills will help you grow your business and get a loan when the time comes. We want to help. Call us.
Tune in every day for the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Visit their office at 6300 France Road in Dublin or online at riverside.bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Patients everywhere are experiencing joint pain relief thanks to QC Kinetics regenerative treatments. So how does this non-surgical approach work? QC Kinetics Medical Director Dr. Aaron Wolkoff explains.
Is like when you get a paper cut and the cells that come onto that scene first stop the bleeding, and then it recruits more cells to form new skin and new soft tissue. And then you look down a week later, 2 weeks later, and it's like nothing happened and that paper cut never existed.
In this same way, QC Kinetics uses your natural biologics to help repair and restore aching knees, hips, shoulders, and backs.
We take those same similar cells in different areas that are arthritic, are painful, and we cause this kind of internal self-healing that can resolve patients' pain.
Relief without surgery. See if you're a candidate for QC Kinetics regenerative treatments.
Call QC Kinetics 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Hey guys, 13-year NFL veteran and Super Bowl champion Jason McCourty here, and I'm an innovation ambassador at FAIR, Food Allergy and Research Education. I would say the most challenging thing as a parent of a kid who has a food allergy is probably the ignorance that I myself had in the beginning. I didn't know what anaphylactic shock was. I didn't know the dangers, let alone the things that she needed to be able to have a normal life. When you go to drop your kid off, and every single time in the beginning, we'd have to go through everything she was allergic to. Preparation is everything. And me, for playing football for 13 years, it was all throughout the course of the week. It's getting ready for game day. When you're on the field, you're playing for your fans. At home, you're playing for your family. My playbook, read labels, keep it allergy friendly, and have an epinephrine nasal spray as a backup plan. Because when my family's safe from food allergens, that's the real victory. Visit